Hello, this is Tag.
Hey, Tag, how are you?
Good. How are you? Who is this?
This is Jubal. I host a morning radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
What is this regarding? I don't have a lot of time.
I'll make this quick. It's regarding a date you recently went on.
What? How'd you get my number?
Well, I got it from the girl that you went on a date with. She actually emailed us and asked if we could get a hold of you because you're not calling her back.
You serious?
Yes, I am. Her name is Cece.
No. I'm not going out with her ever again.
Oh, okay. That was quick.
Yeah.
I
guess we got our answer.
What's the problem with Cece? Can you tell us?
So wait a second. Are you guys working with the matchmaking service, and that's how this is happening?
No. Although I would like to be because it sounds like a lucrative business. Cece actually emailed our radio show and asked us if we get you on the phone to find out why. She's confused and would love to see you again, but unfortunately, you're not calling her back.
Okay.
She told us that you guys went out to dinner and there was an awkward moment where she asked how much money you made.
Wait, she actually told you about that?
Yeah, she did. She thinks that's the reason you're not calling her.
I think it's probably the reason, too. That's embarrassing.
Well, that was completely out of line of her. I mean, it's a first date, you know? I couldn't believe that she did it, and you know, she apologized to me, but really it just didn't help. I could tell that she was still thinking about it, and it was on her mind.
So, Tag, how much money do you make, Tag? I'm just curious if you could tell me.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I really would. I don't think we're going to get that out of you, though, but can you at least tell us what else happened on your date? You said that was one of the reasons you're not calling her back?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even really know how to say this. Like, this is on the radio and stuff. She doesn't really have a job.
What?
Okay.
She doesn't have a job?
She didn't tell you about this? Her way of making money?
No. We actually asked her because we're like, are you just going out to find dudes to pay all your bills? And she was like, no, I pay my bills myself. So I just assumed she had a job.
Well, yeah, she sure pays her bills, all right.
Why are you laughing at her? What does she do?
Yeah.
Well, she told me that she makes thousands of dollars donating her eggs.
What? Eggs?
Her eggs? Like her...
Like, from her ovaries.
Oh,
No, like
okay, so
your
she doesn't have
eggs.
like chickens in a coop in her backyard. It's her reproductive eggs that she's selling.
Yeah, no, she's not a farm girl. She's I guess you could say she's a farm girl. She's farming herself.
So
Dude,
that's
I
how
will
she's
say-
making her money?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of weird. Like, she starts bragging about how good her genes are, and
No, for real, though. You have to go through some, like, stringent tests in order to be able to donate your eggs. It's, like, no joke. They want to make sure you are grade A.
yeah, she told me all about it.
And it's, like, really painful, I've heard.
I heard you can make a lot of money doing it.
Yeah, apparently you can make a lot of money because she said she pays her rent with it and travels.
Wow,
She's even done it in other countries, which, you know.
So
Well,
what?
that'd be
Wait,
scary. Like, I'm go down to Mexico in a back alley and some guy's just harvesting your eggs. I wouldn't trust that.
why does that turn you off? What about that is gross to you?
You're asking why that's a turn off.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, guys donate sperm. She's helping people have babies.
Yeah, well, I don't like the thought of her having, you know, hundreds of little kids running around all over the world. And she doesn't have, like, a real job, you know? So, like, I'm going to be out there working, and she's, I don't know, sitting in a lab somewhere getting her ovaries scraped.
Hey, what do you do for a living?
I work in real estate.
Okay, you work in real estate. You might be able to retire off of her egg money.
You're flipping houses, she's flipping eggs.
Hey, Tag, I also need to be honest with you and tell you that she's actually on the line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the out. You're kidding.
I don't have a real job, Tag. Selling your eggs is a real job. I make money doing that. I make a lot of money doing that, okay? And I work all over the world in different countries helping women.
Yeah, I mean, you work all over the world. You should probably put that word work in quotes because I'm not really sure
Yeah.
that's working.
Yeah, it is work. It is legitimate work. I have to take care of myself, and I have to make sure that I'm in good condition.
You have to just let your body do its natural function. I mean, I don't really know how you call that working. You're just...
No, you
Giving
have
your
to be
eggs
healthy.
out.
You need to have top quality eggs to give to other women. I mean, it's actual work.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, so just because I don't sit around in an office all day with a secretary, that's not work?
I don't know what you want me to say. Like, I have a job. I make a lot of money, and I'm there working.
I have a job too, and I also make a lot of money working.
Well, I mean, how long can you keep that up for? It's not a real career. You can't do it forever. Eventually your body is going to go, nope, no more.
You know what? Quit putting this down and trying to judge me. Maybe I can't put this on my resume, but I'm a humanitarian. I'm helping people.
I think you could put it on the resume. I'm sure you could put that on the resume, Cece.
I mean, I just find it kind of hilarious that she thinks that this is humanitarian work.
Cece, did he come off this condescending to you when you guys were out on a date and you just somehow missed it?
You know what, Brooke? I had no idea that he was so against helping women and helping women to have children and so against the miracle of life.
What is this? Why am I suddenly like the bad guy here? I'm not against women. I just want a woman who has an actual job.
Tag, it is an actual job. And if you don't believe me, why don't you come with me to one of my appointments and see my eggs up close and in person?
Oh, there you go. Hey, how about that?
That sounds
Tag,
like a sexy second date to me.
Tag, would you like to go out on a second date with Cece? We will pay for it.
I can't believe we're even asking that question.
You want to see your eggs, bro?
Hey, come check out my ovaries, baby.
Yeah, I'd totally let him do it. Obviously, he disrespects what I do for a living, disrespects women. Come on, come see.
Oh, my God.
Cece, obviously, like, you were drooling over how much money I made, and if I really wanted to, I could have seen your ovaries in another way.
Whatever. Kiss my eggs, Tag.
Kiss my eggs. That's awesome. That's a first and a second date update.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
For all that
Obviously, he disrespects what I do for a living, disrespects women. Come on, come see.
Oh, my God.
Cece, obviously, like, you were drooling over how much money I made, and if I really wanted to, I could have seen your ovaries in another way.
Whatever. Kiss my eggs, Tag.
kiss my eggs. That's awesome. That's a first and a second date update.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Maya, please?
Is this?
Hey, Maya, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a morning radio program.
It's a radio show?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How are you?
I'm good. What can I do for you, radio show?
Well, I'm calling you because a listener of ours recently emailed us about you, and he wanted us to get a hold of you because he thinks that you're brushing him off after you guys went on a date.
Oh my God. I think I know what this is about.
Do you?
Really?
I mean, I hope not, but
Who would that be? What's his name?
Oscar?
Bingo!
Oh.
Oscar emailed us about you, and he said that he really enjoyed going on your date, and he's been trying to get you to go out with him ever since, but you're always like, I'm busy or whatever.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Do you not want to go out with him again?
Correct, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I can't believe he thought it would be wise to contact the radio station about this, but
Well, he said that he just likes you a lot. It's a thing we do on our show all the time called Second Date Update. So let me ask you, was it weird actually meeting a guy off of Xbox Live?
I hadn't met anybody through Xbox Live before, so I mean, like, I feel like it's just as weird as anything else, but you know, it was a public place. You know, that wasn't that wasn't the problem.
What was the problem?
So he's dropping me off at the end of the night. We're, you know, in my parking lot of my building and, like, just chatting and, like, honestly, like, I'm feeling it and I'm kind of waiting for him to go in for a kiss.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Instead of that, he goes, "Can I show you something right now?"
That's something that could go one of two ways on a first date, either good or very, very bad.
Exactly.
What was it?
He starts to take off his shirt.
What?
Nuh-uh.
Dang, bro.
I mean, I couldn't make it up if I tried. Like, he starts to take off his shirt, and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Not that kind of girl. Like, what are you doing? And he's like, no, it's cool. Like, just trust, like, I'm not being creepy. Like, just trust me. And shows me on his arm this huge Iron Throne tattoo from Game of Thrones.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay, so
okay.
like that iconic Game of Thrones
Chair.
chair
like
thing.
The Iron Throne.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Like,
What-
whatever.
Why couldn't he just roll up his sleeve to show you an arm tattoo?
Oh,
Why
you
did he
know
have to
why.
get half naked?
Well, just you wait.
Uh-oh.
Because that was just the tip of the iceberg. Then he shows me on his pec Gollum from Lord of the Rings face.
My precious.
Okay.
Okay, so you turned
like
off by
the ugliest character of all time.
that? Yeah.
Do you not think that's weird? Like a Gollum tattoo on someone's chest?
I don't know. For most people, I would think it was weird, but we talked to him, and the way he was talking about being into Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, I could see him having a tattoo like that.
Have you seen Gollum?
Yeah, I have.
One of the ugliest faces.
Okay.
You're just saying maybe you couldn't
Gandalf?
want to make, eye contact with.
Think about missionary with
Yeah, that's
that.
exactly where I was going.
I mean, come on. And then that's not even it. We're not even done there.
Oh, no.
Then he goes, oh, but wait, you haven't even seen the, what did he say? Pièce de résistance.
Oh,
Whoa.
what is that one?
That is his entire back, which is the entire cast of Harry Potter.
Shut up. Harry Potter back guy?
Yes, you may be familiar with the children's novel series Harry Potter.
I'm a little familiar. Yeah, I've heard a thing or two about it.
Kind of legendary.
Yeah, all over my date's back. So yeah, I haven't called him back.
Oh.
I've been polite to him. I haven't completely blown him off, but I can't see getting frisky with Harry and the crew.
But you gotta understand, I mean, from his point of view, you're a girl who's like a 12th level elf. Like, he probably thought that you would be into all of those.
I'm also a woman with
Okay. All right, so you just couldn't get down with all of the tattoos that he had, the Harry Potter tattoo, the Game of Thrones tattoo, and the Lord of the Rings tattoo.
and busting them out on the first date in the car.
Hey, Maya, thank you for being honest. I appreciate it. Now I feel like I have to be honest with you about something.
Okay.
Oscar is actually on the line listening and wants to talk to you.
No! Are you kidding me?
Sorry.
No, I'm not.
Oh my god!
I had no idea that was going to freak you out.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make fun of you on the radio.
Well, in hindsight, I could see how taking my shirt off in the car could have been weird.
In hindsight.
Well, and it's not only that. I mean, it's like all the tattoos, like Gollum on your pec. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Well, I mean, they're not all.
On first date.
I do have a lot of tattoos, and I felt like, I don't know, we were having such a good rapport, I thought the Game of Thrones thing might impress you a little bit. I don't know. But I don't have just nerdy ones. I've got like a Thor tattoo, too. That's pretty badass.
I like how that's a badass one.
It is.
Are you feeling insulted, Oscar? I know, like, it seemed like you were
No,
really...
I don't know. The implication that the Harry Potter thing was creepy is a little weird to me because we discussed the books, so I thought you'd be a little more...
I mean,
a lot of
like,
time.
reading the books and enjoying the books is different than, like, permanently putting the characters of the books on your body.
Yeah. I mean, I thought you'd think that my dedication to all the stuff that we liked would be a turn-on, you know? And it would show you that I'm not just some geeky guy, that I'm man enough to get, tattoos and not just some ogre. I mean, in hindsight, like, busting out the tattoos is probably more of a second or third date move. But...
No, I don't ever want to see those tattoos again.
Oh, Maya. But Maya, you said that you really liked him at one point. I mean, it's only the tattoos that turn you off?
It was a weird thing, you guys. You weren't there. Like, the date was cool, and I liked him, but, like, long-term down the road, there's no way I could date a guy with these kind of tattoos for the rest of my life.
Why do I get the feeling I'm going to spend my evening researching erase regrettable ruined stuff? Maya, I don't really meet people like you, especially on Xbox Live, and so... I mean, if I got rid of the Gollum one, would that be,
Are you actually thinking of...
Would that make a difference to you, or
I mean, I really, like, we only went out one time, and I don't think you should change who you are for that.
Okay.
I appreciate the thought, but, like, I mean, I'm sure you're going to find the girl who loves the Gollum
man.
you.
All right, I know what that means. All right.
Are you sure, Maya? Hey, Maya, we'll pay for a second date if you go out with him again.
We won't pay for the tattoo removal, though.
I mean, I think we could probably be great friends. I mean, we really did have a great time,
God.
and, like, I'd hang out again. But...
Friend zone, no.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Well,
Oscar.
hey, Oscar, it's not a successful second date for you, man. I'm sorry.
I think I'm going to just pick up my staff and go home.
Yeah, you should.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, is this Erica?
Yes?
Hi, Erica. My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show, Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. Have you heard of it?
What, who is this?
My name is Jubal. I'm calling you today because one of our listeners asked if I could track you down and get you on the phone. And yeah, it's just as creepy as it sounds.
so
Just as
bad
creepy as
when
it
you
sounds,
say it out loud.
Erica.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I'll explain. His name is Marco, and you recently met him at the dog park. He's been trying to text you because he wants to hang out, but you haven't been getting back to him. So he asked us if we could get you on the phone and find out why.
Oh my gosh, really? He called a radio station?
Yes.
Tried to track me down?
Mm-hmm.
That's really cute.
Do you like Marco?
Well, yeah, if I'm being honest, I really, really liked him. I sort of just don't want to seem like overeager, like I like him too much, because he's kind of like my dream guy.
What? Why are you calling him back then, you silly girl?
I'm actually just hoping that it sort of happens like organically and we naturally just like run into each other at the dog park again. But it hasn't happened yet. So
I wonder why. I wonder why you guys haven't been able to meet up at the dog park. I mean, he's probably always there with his dog. What was the dog's name? Toby?
Toby, yeah. No, I don't know. I haven't seen him at all.
Strange.
No, he was super sweet and he just seemed like so nice.
Oh, yeah. That's cool when like two dog owners can find each other. I've always thought that was really cool because you guys have like a common interest.
Oh my gosh, I know. I'm obsessed with dogs. I love them, and it always just like touches me when a guy really like is sweet to animals. I think that just says a lot about them, and like he really seemed to love Toby. So that was.
Is that like the number one thing that you like about him? Is his responsibility and?
Honestly, the number one thing that I really liked was just that he seemed so honest, and I've dated so many guys before that have turned out to be total liars and bags, and I just feel like you can't trust a lot of guys these days, and he just seems so trustworthy and just so sweet. But like I said, I do not want to be the overeager, like the eager beaver. I don't want to drive him away with like being like a little schoolgirl weirdo.
All right. And you don't want him to know that you feel that way about him just yet.
No. We need to like ease into that and get to know each other. And
well, you're going to have to ease into it a little faster because he's actually on the other line listening to this conversation and would like to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
No, guys.
Marco?
Hey.
Hey, Erica. Oh my god. I'm so embarrassed.
No, don't be embarrassed. That's
No,
like
I
the sweetest thing I've like ever heard before.
Oh my god. You probably think I am totally psycho.
No, not at all. Not at all. I thought it was like the nicest thing anyone's ever said about me.
Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening.
Well, it's good to hear you again.
It's good to hear you. I'm sorry I didn't text. I know I should have responded. I just didn't want to like push it or whatever, but I've been wanting to respond.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I totally get it. I mean, I'm sorry I kept texting you. I just really wanted to see you again. I thought we had like I had a really great time. I was hoping you had a
Oh
really
my god,
great
no,
time. It
it was so much fun. I did too. I've actually been at the dog park like hoping that I'd run into you.
Yeah, I was hoping to bump into you too, but I don't. I guess maybe we just weren't there at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, why don't we get together? Like, I don't know, today. Bring Toby, and I'll bring Butters, and we can head over there.
What do you think, Marco? Like, you guys both obviously like each other a lot. Why is it taking you so long to say yes?
Marco?
It's today's bad day. I could do tomorrow. Tomorrow's good for me, too.
No, today's kind of it's not just kind of the whole week has kind of been a little bad.
No. Marco, you have to tell her.
Tell me what?
So Toby's not really with us anymore.
Oh my god.
What?
Are you serious?
What does that mean?
I don't really want to talk like specifics about it, but there was an accident.
Oh, come on, Marco. Marco, what are you doing, man?
Oh my gosh, what happened?
Oh no.
Marco,
Make her cry.
come on.
All right. Okay, God, just give me a minute. Let me talk to her for a second.
Oh my god.
Wait, what's going on? Is he okay? Are you okay?
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Oh, yeah, Marco's perfectly fine, Erica.
Why are they laughing, Marco? I don't get it.
Look, okay, I'm fine. There was an accident.
Oh my
Stop it.
God.
Marco, come on, man.
Oh my gosh, like a car?
I was joking earlier when I said you could do that, Marco.
Marco, just tell her why you did it.
Oh, she likes
She
you.
may understand.
What is going on? I'm really confused right now.
I can't believe you actually tried that, Marco.
All right, all right.
If you don't tell her, I'm going to tell her right now, Marco.
You want to do it. You don't want him to do it.
Can you let me talk for a minute?
Okay.
I can do this.
So, Erica, this is going to sound like really bad, but just hear me out on it, okay?
Okay.
So, I wasn't fully, 100% honest about everything with you, Erica. Okay, Toby's not really my dog.
What?
I've seen you every day. You saw how close I live. I see you there, all the time. And I just, every time I see you, I've always wanted to come up and talk to you, but, I never wanted to seem like that weirdo who goes to the dog park without a dog. So I asked a friend of mine if I could borrow his dog for the day. I know, even saying it, it sounds really weird, but I promise, my heart was in the right place. I wanted to talk to you, and I'm not really good with, openers, I guess. I thought, this could be a good icebreaker,
Wait, okay. So, you lied to me?
Lied is a strong word. I really wanted to meet you, and I thought this might be the easiest way. I'm really sorry if this bothers you a lot, but I wanted to talk to you, and I didn't really have the guts to just, you're beautiful. I don't know, just seeing the way you interacted with Butters, I was this chick seems awesome. I really wanted to talk to you, and I didn't have the guts to do it.
Erica, that's so cute. You got to give him a second chance.
Remember, he did try to tell you the dog died.
I know, but still.
I panicked about that.
Yeah, you did.
Just a little bit.
I didn't know what else to say.
He's kind of an idiot, but he's an adorable one.
Yeah, give him another shot.
Okay, I'm just trying to get this straight. So you just borrowed Toby. Is that even his name?
No, yeah, his name's really Toby.
Okay, so that
Everything else was true except the part that he was mine.
Okay, so you just borrowed Toby to meet me because you kept seeing me? Well, that's actually really sweet. There's a lot of trouble to just meet me.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Well, it was worth it. After the night we spent together, hanging out and just talking, I wish it had been, under 100% truthful situation, but,
Hey, Erica, think about it this way. At least he borrowed the dog from a friend and didn't steal somebody else's dog to meet you.
It's a silver lining.
What a romantic.
Yeah, it is very sweet. It's
Yeah.
really, I've never had a guy go through this whole, backstory, and I definitely never had the guy borrow a pet to meet me.
Well, Erica, would you like to go out with Marco again on a second date? We'll pay for it.
Yeah, I would.
yes.
Congratulations, Marco.
So relieved.
You got a second date.
Awesome. Oh, my God, that's so great. I'm so happy.
Marco, don't go borrow a friend's cat before the next date. Oh, I got a cat now, too.
I was thinking about bringing a ferret to dinner. But...
Move at 92.5.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Danielle, please?
This is Danielle.
Hey, Danielle, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
Hello. What's going on?
Nothing. Just enjoying a break right now.
Sweet. So I got you at the right time, I guess.
I guess so.
We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and ask why.
What?
Do you remember going out with a guy named James?
Yeah, I remember James.
Okay, well, we talked to James, and he told us about you guys going out and hanging out at the bowling alley, and he said that he had a really great time, but he says he's been trying to text with you, and you've just been being like, I'm busy, I'm out of town, my phone's dead, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's been a hectic time.
So you really are busy?
Yes, I'm actually busy.
So you liked James, you thought he was cool.
Yeah, James was really cool.
Okay, then why are you always busy and not able to hang out with him? Are you still trying to process the fact that he made out with his cousin when he was a young boy? He told us about that little awkward moment during your date.
Oh, I can't believe he mentioned that. I couldn't believe he told me that.
You still liked him after you found out he kissed his cousin?
It was a little awkward when he brought it up. And he seemed really nervous too. But it was all really endearing. He's a kid.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was saying he was 25 years old.
Yeah, he
And-
wasn't, he wasn't like his cousin. He went out with his cousin before he went out with me.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
oh, dude, I just had coffee with my cousin in a huge makeout sesh. I'm so excited to bowl with you right now.
So I don't get it though, because I'm sorry, every guy I've ever met, I'm a pretty busy person, but if I like them, you make time for them.
Yeah.
Totally. I just had a situation. Something happened, and I just couldn't see him. I needed some time.
You needed some time, or you got like another relationship going on or something?
No.
Nothing like that?
No, nothing like that.
Okay, but there's something going on in your life where you can't make time to go out with him.
Right. I had a bit of a situation, and I just need some time before I can see him again.
Okay, that sounds really shady. I'm just going to be honest. Is it shady?
It's not. It's not shady. It's embarrassing.
For you?
For me, yes.
What is it?
Now we're dying to know.
Yeah, I have to know now.
I just need another week, at least, before I see him again. That's all.
You need a week.
And then, my situation will be done and over.
What?
It's another relationship. Your divorce is going to be final in a week. Your divorce is going to be final in a week. Is that it?
No relationship, none of that. Just a little procedure that I have to have.
Whoa.
You're getting fake boobs?
No, that would be a nice surprise, though.
Yeah, he'd be excited about that. He'd be like, I'll wait a week. That's fine.
Like a medical procedure?
It's not. Fine, I'll just tell you guys.
Thank you.
And this happened after my date with James. I was really late for work one day. I'm rushing out of the house. I'm in a panic. And I ran into my door. As I go to open it, I run into my door, and I knock my teeth out.
What?
You knocked your teeth out?
Yeah. And
Oh,
So-
you poor thing.
While we talk to you right now, are you currently toothless?
I didn't lose all of my teeth. It's my two front teeth.
Oh, no, honey.
Oh, wow. So you knocked your two front teeth out, and that's why you've needed time.
Yeah, I don't need him to see me like this.
I can understand that.
Oh
If you
my
go out with a
God.
girl and she's got a perfectly full set of choppers and you show up and you're like, where'd your two front teeth go?
Yeah, and it's just not a story I would like to tell over and over again.
Hey, he does like kissing cousins. It may be right up his alley. You never know.
You know, instead of texting him and telling him, I'm busy, why don't you say, hey, I knocked my front teeth out and I don't really feel like going out on a date until I get those replaced.
Well, I went to the dentist immediately, right after it happened. It wasn't the first thing on my mind to let him know that this happened to me. And the dentist said that I would be able to get it fixed pretty soon in the next few weeks, so I'd rather just get it fixed, get it done, so that when if I go out with James again, he's not looking at me trying to figure out what part of my tooth is fake.
I
Right.
would never tell a soul if I were you. I wouldn't go to work until I got it fixed.
Yeah, it has not been fun.
Yeah.
You know, the interesting thing about not telling anybody is that James is actually on the other line listening, Danielle.
Oh, my God. Oh, God.
Hey, Danielle.
Oh, my.
You could have told me that you knocked your teeth out. Like that's fine. It's not your fault.
Oh, I can't believe that this is happening to me right now.
I mean, you don't have to be embarrassed. It's fine. It's okay. I'm not judging you.
It's not fun. My two front teeth are missing. I don't need anybody looking at that.
Believe me, I understand. Sometimes something like that happens. You don't want to look weird and off-putting, but it's an accident. You didn't set out to knock out your front teeth by yourself.
Look, I appreciate everything you said, but I just want to get it fixed.
Yeah, I get it. That's fine. If you want to take the time that needs to get your new choppers in and stuff, that's fine with me. I'm just so relieved. The reason you weren't calling me back was because I kissed my cousin.
See? Danielle, he's actually happy to know that you knocked your teeth out. He's excited about that.
I'm glad I could give him that comfort.
Danielle, would you like to go out on a second date with James? We will pay for it. Once your teeth get better.
Yes, I would love to go out with James again once I
Awesome.
get my teeth back.
There you
Awesome.
go. There you go, James.
Oh.
That's awesome. I'm really excited to see you again. And if you need help, while you're convalescing with your new teeth or whatever, I'd be down for helping.
If you want him to feed you baby food, he'll do that for you.
Oh, what a romantic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cute.
Well, congratulations, you guys.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hey, Danielle, while you're in there for your new teeth and stuff, see about the boobs.
Oh, come
Maybe-
on, Flag.
I don't know. It's time to make some changes in your life, I think.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello,
Can I speak to Vicky, please?
this is Vicky.
Hey, Vicky, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hi.
Hi.
Why are you calling me?
I just wanted to ask you a couple questions about some stuff.
Hey, Vicky.
How did you get my number?
From someone.
Okay, what is going on?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
I know it's a radio show, but why are you calling me?
You recently went out with a dude who liked you a lot, and now you're not calling him back. So he sent us an email asking if we could get you on the phone to figure out what happened. His name's Paul.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you remember Paul?
I remember Paul.
Yeah.
He told us about your date and how he kept talking in pirate. He thinks that might have turned you off.
Yeah, it was really weird. He was really normal at first, and then I don't even remember how we got into the conversation about pirates, but we started talking about pirates, and then he wouldn't stop talking in a pirate voice, and it went on for what seemed like forever. He wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
He did tell us that, and he knows that he kind of screwed up by doing that.
Yeah, I mean, he kept making these jokes. He kept saying, something poop deck. He just kept saying poop deck.
Yes.
I don't know. I guess he thought it was funny, but it was just really weird. It reached the point where it wasn't funny, and then he kept going for a really long time after that.
So after Pirate Voice, you weren't attracted to him anymore?
I mean, it was cute at first, and then it just got really weird.
Yeah.
And then he started talking to me about other dates he was going to go on later in the week.
What?
He switched up to we were friends or
What?
something.
Wait, hold on. Rewind just a little bit. You said he was talking about dates he was going on later in the week?
Yeah, so we matched on Bumble, and he was talking to me about other people that he matched with, and then was just casually bringing up oh yeah, on Wednesday I'm gonna go out with this person. Should I bring her flowers? What would you suggest that I do?
Dude.
That is, was it a weird attempt to bond with you over both doing the dating app? I'm just trying to figure out why someone would ever bring that up.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was really weird, and I didn't really know him, so it's not I was getting crazy jealous or something because this was our first date, but that just seems like such a weird, kind of really rude thing to do if you're on a date with someone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that should usually be common sense, but
We're talking
if you're
about
also going to go talk like a pirate for 10 minutes, you might not understand that's not exactly what you do on a date.
That's a good point.
That's so weird, though. I mean, if someone did that to me, I would read it as they weren't interested in me and that they were trying to friend zone me.
Right, which, had he not done the pirate voice, maybe I would have immediately gone to that assumption, but I think I just felt like he didn't understand how dates are supposed to go.
I think you are astute.
How did you react, by the way, when he was telling you about these other girls?
So I told him my opinion on whatever he brought up. Yeah, sure, I'm sure she'd like it if you brought her some daisies. I don't know.
You gave him solid dating advice.
Yeah.
I guess, sure. Yeah. I mean, now I'm I probably should have just told him off.
Well, you can tell him off because he's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
He's what?
He's listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
Hey, Vicky.
Oh, my God. What? Why? What is wrong with you? Why would you do this?
I just wanted to see what's up and thought that this would be a funny way to get your attention.
Funny way?
Hi.
Did you think that talking about other girls on our date was going to get my attention?
Well, we've only been on one date, so why is it a problem if I brought up other girls?
What? No, Paul, no.
It's still a date.
Why would you?
No matter what, it doesn't matter how long, you're still going on a date with somebody. You don't bring up other dates usually.
I don't know. It kind of sounds like she's a little bit jealous.
What are you talking about, Paul? Have you lost your mind?
Dude.
It's not like we're exclusive or anything. I'm allowed to see other people, and you should be okay with that.
Yeah, Paul, that's fine. That's what dating is. But I feel like it's kind of an unsaid rule that you don't ask the other people you're dating about advice for other dates.
Right?
It's just a question. No need to be,
scared of a question.
I'm not scared of a question. I don't freaking care if you're dating other people. That's fine, but I don't want to give you advice about it. Like, that just makes me feel like I'm completely not important.
I don't know. You know, your tone and everything, you sound a little bit jealous.
Paul, I'm not jealous. I just think it's friggin' insane that you would bring up other girls while you're on a date with me. Like, why are you asking me for dating advice? Don't you have friends to help you with that? Like, what?
Who would be a better person to ask for dating advice than the person I'm currently on a date with?
That's, in a weird way, Paul, that's a good point, but no, you're not supposed to do that.
No, you're not supposed to do that.
Why else would you care?
Oh, my God. I don't care, Paul. I just don't want to go on any more dates with you because this is not how I want to date somebody. I don't want to give you advice on other people.
Well, maybe if you continued dating me, you'd be the only person I went on dates with, and that'd be pretty cool.
Oh, work your way up.
Really, out of all the girls, I like you the best.
Wow, I am so flattered. Thank you. I feel really special.
You're welcome.
Oh, my God. Honestly, Paul, just go have fun with the billion other dates you have this week. I really don't care.
It's not a billion. It's 3.
Well, still don't get it. Hey, Vicky, would you like to be date number 4 this week and go out with Paul one more time? We'll pay for it.
No, 1,000% no. I'll go on a date with myself.
Yeah, it's really shocking.
Come on, Vicky. We had so much fun.
Did we? For maybe the first 3 minutes. And not even to mention the freaking talking like a pirate for 10 minutes like you were frozen there.
I was stuck. I couldn't help myself.
He was stuck.
He was stuck in pirate, Vicky. Come on, one more date.
Don't blame him.
No.
Are you sure you won't go out with me?
Yes.
No, Paul, I'm not going to go out with you, matey, because you're weird.
Come on.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Katrina?
This is Katrina.
Hey, Katrina, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal. I've never heard of that.
That's okay. There's a lot of people who haven't. I'm calling you today because one of your friends listens to our show, and he actually emailed us about you.
One of my friends emailed you.
Well, it's more of a guy that you went on a date with.
What?
Yeah. It's a guy that you went out on a date with. He emailed us about you and wanted to see if we could get you on the phone.
When was the date?
Well, I'm going to guess that you probably remember it because it might be the only date you've ever been on where you've been blown out of a building.
Oh, my God.
We are all impressed that you survived that.
Yeah, you and me both.
Mike, who took you on that date, emailed us to see if we could figure out why you're not calling him back.
You're kidding.
No, he's really curious.
Mike has a lot of surprises, doesn't he, Katrina?
Yeah, to say the least. He's got them blowing out of his everywhere.
So is the reason you're not calling him back because the date was scary? Because it sounded horrifying to me.
Well, it started out good, and I mean, it was different. Different's a better word.
Yeah, but I mean, it sounds like you're totally avoiding him. He said that he hasn't even seen you at the gym. Like you changed your entire schedule.
Well, I had to recover.
Recover?
Have you ever been on a date like that? You might want to think about if you want to see that person again right away, right?
I've been on a lot of dates like that, but never because I was blown out of a building.
Right, so if you can imagine, I'm going to take a little more time.
Okay.
I don't even know how to look him in the face right now.
Well, why? Because you were scared? I mean, you were that scared? You don't know how to look at him in
Well, I don't know what he told you.
He told us that he met you at the gym. He'd been asking you out for a long time, and you finally said yes. And then he did take your date to work day, where he took you to his job, and he's a stuntman. And then he did a little thing where you guys got blown out of a building. He thinks that you were scared and also a little upset because apparently it singed your eyebrows.
Well, it did singe my eyebrows, but they grew back. But he didn't say that I wet myself. Oh my God!
What? Wait, you did what? I didn't hear.
Repeat
Say that.
yourself.
What happened?
Girl, it's okay. You're in the company of people who have done the same thing.
What happened?
Did you pee your pants?
Oh!
I did pee my pants. Now that has not happened. Since I was a kid.
Oh my God!
Like how wet are we talking? Like a little wet, or all the way down to your knees wet?
It was pretty down to my knees. Like I just knew he saw it. Oh my God.
Hey, don't feel bad about it, Katrina. I've peed my pants 3 times with him just telling me the story. So big deal. You got blown out of a building. It's okay to pee your pants in that situation.
Oh my God!
Yeah, but I think he actually noticed.
Why do you think he noticed?
Well, he looked at me kind of stunned, and he was like looking me up and down. And so I thought, even though he said, "You want to go to dinner?" I thought he was just being nice.
You smelled like urine. That could have been another reason why he noticed.
Well, I smelled like smoke, but...
Oh, okay.
I bet.
It covered up the scent of pee.
Yeah.
He didn't mention anything to us about you peeing your pants, though.
No?
No.
I'd be surprised by that because he has to, undo my harness and help me out of this. Yeah, I'd totally be surprised. It was pretty obvious.
Oh, man.
But okay, granted, you would be really embarrassed. I understand why you would be. But he obviously was into you. Like, he's tried to call you. You just have totally ghosted him.
But I peed my pants our first date. Like, how do you come back from that?
I don't know. You only go up after that. That's the great part of it.
You know what, Katrina? I know you're not good with surprises, and I don't want you to make the same mistake twice, but Mike is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you. Try not to pee your pants.
Oh, my God.
Katrina, you don't listen. You don't have to be
You
embarrassed.
did
In fact, I knew I was just keeping it quiet. I didn't want my friends to know you had peed on yourself. I did it. And listen. No, I did it. I did it my first time. At least you did it like a champion. You were wearing all black. Nobody noticed. You know.
You noticed.
Well, obviously, I noticed. I'm taking your harness off. I'm bending down in front of you. I smell pee. Come on.
And technically, it's all your fault.
Yes.
So wait, Mike, you were going to take her to dinner with wet pants?
I didn't want to draw attention to it or embarrass her, but I still wanted to spend time with her, so I didn't know what to do.
Dude, that says a lot. A man who's going to take you out to dinner with pee pants on, he likes you.
It's kind of romantic.
I mean, I don't know what to say to that. I was so embarrassed.
Well, say that you will answer my phone call when I call you next time.
Okay, I could do that.
Are you sure about that? You didn't sound very positive.
Well, I mean, it's nice, but I still have to look him in the face knowing that I did that. So, I might not sound excited, but it's nice. I liked him up until I peed my pants.
Katrina, I peed my pants before, and I'll even go even further to say I even shit my pants once before.
Oh, that's too far.
During a stunt. Does that make you feel better?
TMI.
Wait, can I just ask?
I admitted this.
What stunt made you poop yourself?
Listen, don't worry about what stunt it was. Just know, Katrina, that it has been much worse for me. And you shouldn't feel bad for what happened to you. It's totally normal, and I respect you for it.
There you go. Mutual respect for peeing your pants. Katrina, would you go out with Mike again on another date? We will pay for it.
Yeah, I mean,
as long as I get to pick the date and we're not like jumping out of a car going 100 miles an hour, I will say yes to that.
Okay, so that's an official yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you guys are actually really cute.
That's awesome. Yes. Oh man, but now there's pressure. I got to figure out what to come up with for the next date.
Yeah. I mean, once you already make a girl pee her pants, what else can you do?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Jill, please?
Yeah, this is Jill. Can I ask who's calling?
Yes, you can, Jill. This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. Are you familiar with who I am at all?
Yeah. I'm just kind of curious why you're calling.
So you've heard the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the morning before. I just want to make very clear because sometimes people really have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've heard it.
Okay.
I think it's clear in her giggle that
Have
she's
you,
heard it before.
Well, what would you say if I told you that I'm calling to do a second date update with you?
You're not serious right now, are you?
Yes, I am completely serious. You went out with a dude named Ronald a little while ago, and now you're not calling him back.
Oh.
Yeah. There goes the giggle.
Yeah. Suddenly you're not laughing.
Yeah, no, I went out with Ronald.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know that. Yeah, I got your phone number and everything from him, and we talked to him a little bit about your date. He thinks that you're not calling him back because he puts ketchup on his sushi.
Yeah, that was definitely a new experience.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah.
Did you think that maybe he was too picky or unclassified or?
No, I mean, I don't know if he told you this, but I actually did try it.
What?
You did?
Oh.
Yeah, I did.
You're brave.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done that.
I would have punched him right in the face if he had offered me some sushi with ketchup on it.
What did it taste like?
It wasn't the worst thing in the world, but I don't think that I would do it again.
Okay.
So he didn't convert you over to putting ketchup on your sushi, I guess.
No, he did not.
So if you tried it, I'm guessing that that's not the reason you're calling him back.
Yeah, no, that's not.
So why are you giving him the cold shoulder then?
To be honest with you guys, at the end of the date, our server came up and offered us coffee, and
Don't tell me did he put ketchup in his coffee?
That would have
he
been
didn't,
amazing.
but that I think I would have probably just walked out at that point. No, I'm kidding. No, so I wanted coffee, so I said yes to the server, and I asked him, I was like, do you want some also? And he goes, no, I don't drink coffee. And
You guys met at Starbucks, though, didn't you?
Exactly. So I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. And I was like, we met at Starbucks. What do you mean you don't drink coffee?
Yeah.
And then he went on to tell me that he just goes to different coffee shops trying to meet girls.
Whoa.
And that took a completely different turn for me.
Why would he tell you that? Why wouldn't he just say, I'm really a tea guy, and they have a great line of teas there?
Yeah, I like lemonade.
Good question.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, honestly, it made me question, like, in my head, I was thinking, wow, we've met so organically. This is such a cute story. Meeting at Starbucks, he paid for my drink. And then it's not that cute when you realize he could be doing this every day with a different girl. And, then I started thinking, I was like, I don't even remember him ordering a drink. Like, did he just, see me and decide to get in front of me just so he could pay for my drink and just so he can have an excuse to talk to me? Things didn't line up, and it was kind of starting to seem a little creepy, I want to say.
Hey, I want to say something here.
Oops.
Jill, you might have forgotten, you say you listen to the second date updates, and Ronald is on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Oh,
Yeah, forgot, huh?
yeah.
Hi, Jill. I guess I'm a little surprised at your reaction to that. I mean, the thing is, I told you in confidence that I do this, but I don't go to coffee shops every day. It's not like, some kind of lifestyle or something, but, I just told you that in private, that I go to coffee shops every once in a while to meet people.
Yeah, it just feels a little out there to me. It seems almost like you scope out people and go and meet them, which I don't know. That just, to me, seems a little creepy.
Well, I guess I don't understand. How is that creepy? I mean, there's, I not only am I honest about it, but I'm not hanging out in bars or online or,
Do you wait
and I actually
watch people and then, attack them like it's your prey? That's what it sounds
No,
like.
not at all. Did I attack you like prey? No, we actually had a conversation and we met and
coffee at the coffee shop. You were like, did you see me and just decide that you wanted to stand in front of me at the coffee shop and then use that as your excuse to talk to me? That to me seems a little creepy. And for me, I don't know how many people you've done that with, and it
No,
seems...
listen, I've only done it like a few times. It's not, but it's really, where are you supposed to meet people? I mean, and the cool thing is I met you, and we had a really easy conversation and a good time out, and I just don't understand why it's that creepy.
I mean, you make very good points. We did have a very nice conversation and all. I don't know. I think I was just very taken aback by it, and it just kind of made the date feel less authentic.
Yeah, but Jill, I mean, have you ever done online dating?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I understand now more where he's coming from. I mean, Ronald, if we're being honest now and we're being open and everything, how many people have you done this to? Like, what is the exact number of girls that you have seen at a coffee shop, decided you wanted to go out with them, and bought them a coffee?
Yeah, Ronald, how many women have you bought coffee for?
I mean, the way you describe it sounds like he's sitting in the corner with binoculars, taking, pictures.
He might be, for all I know.
Well, look, Jill, I mean, the number of people is irrelevant. The point is, did you have a good time?
Yeah, I did. I had a good time, but you need to tell me how many people you've done this to. You need to be honest with me.
But that's not the point. The point is, we met because I was sitting in that coffee shop waiting for you to walk in.
Bad choice of words.
Yeah, that sounds creepy.
I don't feel like, Jill, you really want to know the answer to the question that you're asking. I feel like that's only going to make things worse for you.
I think you might be right.
Look, I don't know what you want. I was honest with you about the sushi. I was totally upfront about this. I mean, look, I don't know how many people I've met there. It's probably somewhere between, 30 and 50.
Whoa, you must be notorious among baristas. They see Ronald coming from a mile away.
And you must also be rich. That's a lot of coffee to buy for people. Hey, Jill, would you like to go out with Ronald on a second date? We will pay for it.
I'm not going to lie. I thought you were going to say that it was going to be between 5 and 10 people, but 30 and 50, that's a lot.
Come on, Jill. I mean, what's the difference? He could be sitting on Tinder swiping left and right on hundreds of people's pictures.
No, in person, it's totally creepier. If you're watching a person as they come in, that's so much creepier than online dating.
Yeah. I guess that both parties on online dating know what they're in for.
Yeah.
In Ronald's case, it's only Ronald that knows what he's in for.
No, hey, I don't appreciate that comment.
Well, Jill, will you go out with Ronald again? Just one more date.
I don't know. We have fun, but I think it was just a little much for me.
Okay, what if he just shows up at the next coffee shop you go to? Will you share coffee with him then?
I think I might run in the other direction now.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry, Ronald. You didn't get a second date.
Well, hey, I was honest. And if she doesn't like honesty, then obviously she's not the girl for me.
Yeah,
there you
and
go.
I think probably a lot of women aren't the girl for you. But you'll find the one that is eventually, Ronald.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
While we actually get an update on the update. Yeah! And Katrina and Mike are on the phone with us right now. What's up, guys?
Hi. How are you?
Oh, hey. Look at you talking at the same time. You're so in sync.
That's true.
Are you guys still peeing on yourselves? Or?
That was just Katrina.
Oh, yeah. Katrina, you still peeing on yourself? How are things going?
No, I am not.
Okay.
So things are going good with you? Or, our producer reached out to see if we can get an update.
Well, things were going great. We were dating for a few weeks, and then something really big happened. And Mike, you want to tell him, or you want me to do it?
No. Yeah, something awesome happened. I got a great offer for a job to move to Hollywood.
What? All right, stuntman.
Yes. Like, I'm a full-time double for my actor, and my girl got to move down with me.
Wait, hold up. Slow it down, Mike. You're just dropping the bomb on us that after dating a couple weeks, Katrina, you moved down with him?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, I dropped the bomb on her. I told her I wanted her to come with me.
Oh, wow. So you guys have moved to Hollywood now.
Yeah, living together.
Shut up. Wow. What made you make that decision, Katrina?
We were in such a good thing for those few weeks that I thought, follow your instincts, girl.
Yeah, all right.
You never know.
Okay.
Oh, my God. I am such a scaredy cat. I don't know if I could have done it.
Me neither.
I mean, if I could get blown out of a building with this guy, I can move to California with him, I feel like.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, how bad could it be living with him if you've already got blown out of a building and peed yourself in front of him. Like,
Dude, I would have peed myself on that decision more than the building one. I'm going to tell you what. That's scary.
I think it's great. I get to go on the movie sets with Mike and see him work, which is pretty awesome, and watch other people get blown out of buildings. And a couple of weeks ago, I got to meet Matt Damon, so I'm meeting stars. I mean, it's brief, but it's fun.
Oh my God, your social media profile pics are going to be so much better now.
yeah, and that's what relationships are all about. Like, because if you can make the person's social media better, and that's what it sounds like Mike has done for you.
Congrats, you guys.
That's so cute. How are you doing with it all, Mike?
Well, I think it's awesome. I mean, for her to drop where she was and to trust in a relationship that she didn't really know, it meant a lot. So I think I put a lot into it. You know, I didn't just want her to move out here. I tried to make sure she had a job. Even Katrina, tell him, I mean, you've been even going on set as like an extra, and it's been really cool. And who knows? You never know. This might be wedding bells ringing. And you know,
wow! Did you know about this, Katrina?
No, I didn't know about this.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, I don't mean to jump the gun, but yeah, I mean, things are going great. I'll just put that out there.
All right. Awesome. And if they ever don't go great, you're a stuntman. You could always fake your own death very easily. So you can get out of it if you need to.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Carla, please?
Yeah, this is her.
Hey, Carla, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Sorry, what did you say?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
I didn't understand a word you just said.
My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Oh, okay.
And we recently got an email from one of our listeners about you.
Me?
Yeah. That's you, Carla.
Why?
That's a good question. Well, because you recently went out on a date with him, and we do a segment on our show called The Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not talking to them after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what happened. His name is Trevor.
He emailed you to call me.
Correct, because he says that you won't return any of his text messages or phone calls.
Oh, my God. You're laughing?
Why? Why would he? Like, I didn't respond. I think that should be a hint enough.
Yeah, usually it should be. You're right, but we do this a lot on our show, and some people just want an answer. You know, so he just wants to know why you're laughing and why you think this is so funny, basically.
Did he tell you about like what all happened
on your date?
Yeah.
Well, he told us a little bit about your date. He said there was a moment where he felt like he might have offended you.
Like, how did he say he offended me?
He said that you guys were talking at one point, and he commented on your shoulders and said they were very broad, and you looked like you were an Olympian or something like that.
I mean, yeah, that was kind of weird.
You don't sound offended, though.
No. I mean, I used to swim. I swam in college. Like, I know I have broad shoulders.
Oh, so he's actually spot on. Wow. It was like an accurate observation.
Yeah, but it's kind of a weird just thing to point out on a date, especially on a first date, you know.
Yeah.
It's not usually the compliment women are looking for.
No, usually almost anything but that.
Yeah. The eyes, the hair, all kinds of things to choose from rather than focusing on how big your shoulders are.
It's not even just like how big my shoulders are. It's that they're Olympic sized.
But you could understand that he was nervous and he didn't mean any harm by it.
I get that. I really just wanted to move on after that comment.
Yeah, that's understandable.
What else did he tell you about our date?
He told us that was like the main thing. He did say at the end of it, you kind of like ran to your car.
No, he said a light jog.
Yeah, he said that you walked outside. You didn't really say goodbye to him. No hug, no handshake, no nothing. And you kind of went from a fast walk to a light jog to your car.
I absolutely did. I could get the vibes that he thought it was going a lot better than I liked, and so I didn't want to have to turn him down if he went in for a kiss or a hug or anything like that. So I just turned and walked away.
I just got to get out of here because I don't want to have the awkward situation of telling him no.
And I'm guessing it wasn't just the broad shoulders comment that made you go to a light jog to your car.
No, it wasn't. It was, oh my God. So we're sitting, we're chatting, dinner. He's kind of a weird dude.
Okay.
And then, so we start talking about our pets. I have a cat. And, I pulled out a couple photos. I've shown up the cat's real cute. And he starts pulling out his phone and showing me pictures of his bird, his parakeet.
Oh.
Okay.
And it's a lot of them.
Okay.
All right, so he loves this little parakeet.
Well, it's not just love. It's more like an obsession.
Okay, all right.
Was it like every photo on his phone was his parakeet?
Almost every photo.
All right.
Oh, that could just mean that he's lonely too.
Sure, he likes animals, right?
Well, he's got all these photos, and the bird has an Instagram page.
What?
And he's got a Facebook page.
Really?
Whoa.
Yeah.
No way.
Wow, okay. So
It's a lot.
So he loves this bird so much that you didn't feel like you wanted to get to know him anymore.
I just felt like you probably don't have any time for anything else in your life.
Whoa, hey, okay, I take offense to that.
Wait, what is going on?
Oh, that's Trevor. I forgot to tell you that, Carla. He's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Hello.
Oh, my God.
First of all, his name is Steven Squawking, and he's pretty popular on Instagram and Facebook, but that's beside the point.
Really?
I just brought up Steven because I thought you were interested. I like you. I was sharing that with you because I wanted to share part of my life with you. I didn't think you would knock me down and literally run away.
First of all, I didn't run. I just walked away quickly. And your obsession with your bird is a bit much.
Well, my obsession could actually get us rich if he gets enough followers. So...
How many followers does Steven have?
He has 1,000 followers on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
Whoa, all right. So you're building a business with your bird, Steven Squawking.
That is exactly right. He is my best friend and my business partner.
Carla, it's kind of cute in a way, right? He just loves his pet.
A couple pictures is cute, but he took the parakeet and got professional glamour shots.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, he took the parakeet to a studio. They had someone light it, put it in outfits, and take photos and edit and tone them of a parakeet.
What is wrong with that? I care about him. He's my pet. I love Steven. I love him, and I can take whatever pictures I want of him.
You know what, Trevor? I really think you need to get a life. I mean, you seem like a nice guy, but you're going a little overboard with this.
Get a life? I have a life. Steven Squawking is my life.
This is so awkward. It's amazing.
And you guys, that's why I didn't call him back.
That makes a little bit more sense
All right,
after
well,
that lesson.
well, Carla, I'm hoping I can change your mind because I would like you to go out on a second date with Trevor. Will you go out with Trevor one more time? We will pay for it.
Are you kidding me? I just told you he took glamour shots of his parakeet. I'm not going out with him again.
That's fine. I don't even want to go on a date with a bird hater.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so we're both in agreement then. You guys don't want to go out with each other.
No way.
Okay.
That's so much hate over
Well,
a bird.
yeah, I mean, poor Steven in this deal. I wish we could talk to him and get his side of the story, but we can't. I don't think he can talk to us about it.
He's not available for interviews right now, but if you check his Instagram, he's going on tour soon.
Okay. I'll be sure to DM Steven Squawking and see if I can set it up.
Thank you.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello? Hello? Okay, I think you may have the wrong number.
No, Keith. Hey, is this Keith?
What? Yes.
Keith, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
What?
Yeah, he's
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
A radio show?
Yeah, that wasn't a goat who called you. That was me making a goat sound.
I bet he was
Okay.
I wanted to ask you a few questions about a mutual friend that we have.
My mutual friend?
Yeah.
I don't think I have any friends in radio.
No, she's not in radio. Her name is Marissa, and you sort of went on a date with her.
You want to... What now?
I wanted to see if you could tell us a little bit about your date with Marissa, because she emailed us and says that since you guys spent an afternoon hanging out at her farm, she hasn't heard from you, and she really thought you guys had a good connection and wanted to go out again.
She said all that, did she?
Yeah, she did.
It's a lot of groanings.
It's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update. If you go out on a date with somebody and they don't call you back, they email us so that we can call you and find out why.
A second date? There has not been a second date.
No, I know. I know. That's what the segment is called. She's basically asking why there won't be a second date.
Oh.
Did she do something wrong?
I don't know. It was okay for a while. It was okay at first as far as dates go. But let's just say it got weird at a certain point. And
was it after you were humped by a goat?
Well, she told you about that part too, huh?
Yeah, she told us all about it.
That was one of the highlights, really.
I loved it.
No, honestly, that wasn't it. That was actually, that was a surprise. But it ended up being, like a funny moment,
When she described the date, it sounded so fun. There was a bonfire at the end. You guys made out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't agree, do you?
Yeah.
on paper, it sounds great, and honestly, a lot of it was really cool. I was really interested in her whole charm deal, and getting to swing a hammer and stuff. Do that kind of old school stuff was super fun. It was great. There was a certain point it got weird. And, just all in all, she's real cool. It's just I don't think I'm ready for everything about what she's got going on out there. So
you don't think you're ready for farm life? When did it get weird?
Yeah.
There was just a moment that happened that has been really impossible to get out of my mind.
You have to share. It's killing me.
Well, it's not killing you.
What does that mean?
It's killing you.
Okay, listen, I'm going to tell you, but I'm not crazy about telling the story. Basically, it came out there. We started pretty quick building this goat pen, which honestly was really fun. It was very Little House on the Prairie kind of deal. We're picking up bench rails and super fun.
Okay.
After a while, Marissa asked me, "Are you getting hungry?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm really working up an appetite. This is great." She's like, "Cool, I'll go get some food." And she walks straight over to the chicken coop, and I hear a little commotion in the chicken coop. She comes walking out. She's got a chicken, and she's sort of walking towards the house, and I'm just watching her go, as you do when there's a girl. She's walking away.
Yeah, you always watch for sure.
And as she's walking away, casual as anything, she just snapped the neck of the chicken.
Oh my God!
Wait, why?
So you watched her murder a chicken?
Yeah.
She just snapped its
You
neck.
guys, it's farm life, man.
Yeah, but you don't just kill an innocent chicken.
Yeah, you do if you want to eat
innocent
chicken.
chicken.
For lunch. Absolutely, you do. You pluck it, you cut the head off, and you go to town.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's how it's done, but I never wanted to see it happen, and I never had seen it happen, and I never want to see it again.
I'm like you. I just like to pretend that somehow the chicken shows up cooked on my plate. That's how it's born.
I don't ever. Yeah.
So, I know intellectually it was once alive, and now it's a sandwich, but I see the head of the chicken is pointing the wrong way now. And she didn't even break stride. She just crack, la la la, walking down the way with this, dead feather thing in her hand.
Wow, that's it?
Wait, who's that?
It's Marissa.
Yeah, Keith. I should have told you Marissa is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Well, you did not say she was on the phone right now, dude.
I know. Slipped my mind. I'm sorry about that. I completely forgot. But now maybe you guys can talk it out a little bit. I don't know.
Listen,
Hello?
Keith, I knew this was your first time at a farm, but I didn't think that you were naive enough to not know where a chicken comes from. The stuff on your plate, it gets there. It's not like I sing a little song to it and it goes to sleep and then we have a chicken and we can roast. You know what I mean? That's how it happened.
I mean, yeah. Listen, hey, I know that happens, okay, but I was not ready to see that, and you gave me no warning. If you had said anything, if you had said, "Hey, I'm going to go over here and rip the head off a chicken right now," I would have been at least able to brace myself, or maybe look away. I probably would have looked away.
Oh, come on. You're so dramatic. It wasn't that bad at all. First of all, I was walking away from you. You saw I had a chicken in my hand, and I said, "Are you hungry for dinner?" You can't connect the dots on that one.
Honestly, I thought you were going to get some eggs.
I wanted an omelet.
He's like, makes sense. He's like, she's got a chicken. Clearly, she's planning on making an omelet. Keith,
Yeah, it's not like I massage its butt and it gives me eggs. That's not how it works.
Dude, am I the only one here that's actually really impressed by Marissa? If anything, Keith, I think you should be turned on. I mean, a woman who can take a chicken from life to death, pluck it, and serve it to you for dinner is impressive.
Thank you.
I mean, if we were caveman times, I got a debit card. That's how I go and hunt things, I don't have to I don't have to put on rubber overalls before I do it.
Rubber overalls sound amazing. I need to know where to pick those up.
It's just crazy. Like, you go and you eat chicken all the time, right? Like, why is this an issue?
I used to.
Oh, right. So now you're a vegetarian because of this whole thing?
No, but
Then you're just a hypocrite.
and Marissa, this is not like I'm saying, in my head or I'm thinking about it and my principles. It's like it freaks me out. It freaks me out. I don't know if you noticed. I don't know if you noticed, but I did not eat any chicken that night. I could barely look at it because I saw what happened to it. And that night I was sleeping on the couch and I'd start to drift off, and then I would just see you just snapping that thing's neck.
Oh my God!
You hear that,
it was
Marissa?
a horror film.
Keith didn't call you back because he thinks you're a monster.
Oh my God!
Honestly, I thought it was going to take. It has taken me longer than I thought to start to get over it, and I have not touched chicken since. I can't. I don't even like to smell it. It freaks me out.
Well, I can tell you it looks a lot worse if you're eating a pig or a cow.
And here's the thing. I mean, the way Marissa did it, she probably had a name for the chicken. It lived a good life. You should be grateful for.
Well, that makes it way worse. Come on. That's terrible. It makes it like it's a pet, like a puppy or something.
Oh, no. For your information, her name is Sophia.
Oh.
There you go, Keith.
God, great. Now I'm going to be having nightmares of Sophia's neck getting snapped. Thank you.
Well, Keith, I have to ask the question. I think I know the answer. But would you like to go on a second date with Marissa? We will pay for it.
I got to say no. No.
Dude, Marissa, you are better off. You don't want a sissy city boy anyway.
No complaint here.
All right. Well, Marissa, there you
The issue was, he could have at least said something.
Yeah.
Keith, you never even said anything about it being an issue.
Keith, you could have handled it exactly how I would have handled it if I saw that. If I saw her snap that chicken's neck, I would have screamed and ran. I would have done it.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Connor, please?
This is Connor.
Connor, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, you said your name is Jubal?
Yes.
And what? Huh?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
All right. And you're calling me why?
I'm calling you because we got an email about you from one of our listeners, and they asked us to give you a call.
I don't understand.
I'll explain it for you. So we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update, right? It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out why you didn't call them back.
Okay. So what does it have to do with me? I don't get it.
Because you recently went on a date, sort of, with a girl named Abby.
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about that. Is there anything else that I can help with?
Hang on one second. Abby asked us to call you because she wants to know why you won't get back to her. She said she had a really fun time with you and thought you guys had a great connection and chemistry and everything else.
I really just don't want. Well, she was nice on all those things. We had a really fun time, and I thought it was going to be great. But I just don't want to talk about it.
Connor, hold on a second. Take a breath. The thing is, she really liked you, man. We talked to her about your date. By the way, nice move, swooping in and rescuing her from a dirtbag.
Totally. Well, she told you about all that?
Yeah. She told us about how you guys met. She told us about how you hung out for a while after, and she told us how she really liked you, and now you're not calling her back.
Dude, she sounds like a really nice girl, and even though you guys spent an hour together, she's invested into this.
God, this is so... I wish I could make it different. I really do, but I just can't. I just can't.
What do you mean you can't make it different? I mean, I feel like you can do whatever you want to do.
Are you really uncomfortable right now because you're actually in a relationship and you don't want your girlfriend to find out?
That's not it at all. That's not it at all. She was really nice. She was really sweet. It just wouldn't work out.
Hold on a second, Connor. If you're saying that she's nice, sweet, and you're available, don't you think you owe her an explanation in telling her why you're not getting back to her? I mean, did you just not like her?
No, I totally liked her, but I like the way my face looks more.
What? Huh?
You like the way your face looks more?
Oh, my God.
You want to date yourself?
What are you talking about, man? You're rambling right now, not making any sense.
Okay, all right. She obviously told you guys how we met.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which, again, nice move.
And we hung out afterwards. And after the date, I'm going home, and I'm walking up to my apartment, and I get confronted, attacked by douchebag.
What?
Who she was with at the first place.
What? Are you serious?
Wait, Tinder date douchebag?
Whatever the hell his name is, the knuckle dragging frat boy douche follows me home,
telling me that I'm not allowed to talk to her, I'm not allowed to contact her. If she contacts me, all this stuff is going to happen to me.
Psycho!
Wow.
Dude.
I mean, he pushed me, and he was, like, trying to get physical, but he was, like, 10 times bigger than me, and I'm just like, oh, man, I got to talk my way out of this. You know?
What did you say to him?
I just said, look, I just met her for the first time. She asked me to get her out of there. I didn't know what your relationship status was or anything. And he's swearing and cussing at me, and he's, like, ready to blow a gasket. And he's like, that's my effing girlfriend, and you don't talk to her.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
That's crazy. So
That's so crazy.
do you think that was actually her boyfriend?
I don't know. I met her for the first time. All I know is that this dude knew where I lived, followed me home, and I'm not going to mess with him.
Dude, that's not her boyfriend. That's like some psycho Tinder guy. If it was her boyfriend, she wouldn't be contacting us to put all of her business out on the radio.
Well, we don't know that for sure. We have had a lot of weird things happen. It could be her boyfriend of like 7 years, and we had no idea. I know how we can find out, though.
Yeah, you can ask me.
Okay, good. Thank you, Abby.
Huh? What's going on?
Connor, that's Abby. She's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
She's on the phone?
Yeah. Why don't you talk to her and find out the information for yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, Connor, hi.
Is this dude your boyfriend or what?
No, he's absolutely not my boyfriend. Everything I told you is true.
Realistically, it doesn't really matter because this dude knows where I live, and he wants to kick my ass, and I don't want any part of that.
Connor, that is so cowardly. You're going to let this guy not date a girl that you're interested in because you're afraid of him?
What?
Abby, you saw this guy. He's huge.
I can't believe that you just called him cowardly. I'd be scared poopless, too.
But if you really like someone, if you really, really like someone, it shouldn't matter.
Why are you so nonchalant? Why are you so nonchalant about your Tinder date being so crazy?
There are a lot of crazy douchebags out there, but I am more concerned about Connor. He was willing to, protect me when Tinder guy wasn't there. But when he is, he just backs out. I don't understand.
Wow.
How am I the bad guy here? I almost got my ass beat.
Connor, I'm not saying you're a bad guy at all. I'm just saying if you're going to be a man, then be a man the entire time.
Ouch, Abby.
Yeah.
That hurt. That hurt me listening to it.
Yeah.
I don't understand how I'm being hurtful. I just need him to man up.
Man up? I mean, I met you and talked to you for an hour, and I just wasn't ready to get beat up for you.
Abby, it sounds like you're more interested in two guys fighting over you than you are in actually dating Connor.
No, I really, really, really like Connor. It's just confusing to me because he was my hero that night, and a hero doesn't back down to a bully like he's doing right now. I'm just so confused.
I didn't want to back down, but I did.
That happens a lot. Sometimes you're confronted with something you're like, I don't want to back down from this, but you know what? I'm going to.
Bye.
Well, Connor, let me ask you this. Would you like to go out on a second date with Abby? We will pay for it. Maybe we can even hire a security guard to come along with you if you need it.
You should go, Connor.
Abby, I really do like you. I mean, I am a little scared of this guy, but you make some excellent points. Maybe I need to stand up for myself a little bit.
Yeah, I think you should.
So is that a yes, Connor? Will you go out with her again?
Well, he probably can't take both of us, so yeah, let's give him a go.
All right. If he does, you're going to throw Abby in front of you. Yeah, for sure. Use her as a shield.
Abby does sound scrappy, I will say that.
Abby, do you want to go out with Connor again, even though he let you down in the manly department?
I would love to go out with Connor again.
Yay!
And Connor, I can really help you be tougher. We can take Taekwondo class together.
Abby, great idea. You guys go to a bar on your next date, and then you just mouth off to people left and right. I'm sure eventually somebody will want to punch Connor in the face.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
Hi, I was looking for Crystal.
Speaking. Who's this?
Hey, Crystal, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm fine. Who is this again?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show.
Did I win something?
No, you did not win anything, but I do want to talk to you for a second about a date that you recently went on.
I'm sorry. Wait, you need to talk to me about a date that I went on?
Yeah. We do a segment on our show called The Second Date Update, and somebody recently emailed us about you.
Someone emailed you about me.
Yes.
And so you're calling me to ask me what?
Why you're not calling him back. His name is Frank. Do you remember going out with a guy named Frank?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So Frank told us that he likes you a lot. He told us a little bit about your date and said that he would really like to see you again, but you're not calling him back. Is there a particular reason?
Oh, there's a reason.
All right. Was it the fact that he tried to kiss you 1,700 times on your date?
that definitely played a part. There was more to it, not just that.
You have a few minutes to tell us what the more to it is?
I don't mind. I really do have something else I have to do, but he probably should know anyways. If you guys should just pass that to him. Yeah.
Pass what to him?
The reason.
What is the reason?
Well, he has a fragrance about him.
A fragrance. That's usually not a good cologne type of smell when you word it like that.
It's definitely not a cologne, and it's definitely not a good one.
Yeah.
So is it just body odor? What is it?
I don't know what it is, but it is very strong.
Do you have any? Is there anything you can compare it to?
Oh, absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
It's probably the strongest thing I have ever smelled in my life.
So he smelled weird. That's probably why you turned him down for so many kisses, huh?
I didn't even want to be within 100 yards of him.
Why'd you?
You know, I got to jump in. This is ridiculous what I'm hearing right now.
Wow.
Totally ridiculous.
Who is this?
That is Frank, Crystal. He's actually on the other line listening.
Yeah, and I'm not happy.
So wait a minute. You had him on the phone the whole time, and we're just sitting here?
Yeah. I was going to tell you that a little later, but then Frank decided to jump in, so.
Great. Here we go.
No, I can't believe you're saying that. I don't smell.
Okay. So I really don't have a lot of time, really, to talk about this, but I'm just going to say, to be honest with you, maybe you were nervous before. Maybe your deodorant doesn't work.Maybe you need something stronger. I don't know. But when you gave me a high five, you literally almost knocked me out unconscious.
Whoa.
What?
True story. True story. So if you're wondering why, that is definitely the reason. You probably should bathe thoroughly before a date. Just saying. I have nothing else to say. It's pretty clear. I thought it was clear that I was like 9,000 cars away from you when you tried to give me a kiss. So I'm really done.
You don't sound remorseful. Like, you're not being very nice about approaching his smell, though.
Because it's ridiculous. And honestly, I'm not going to sit here on the radio. I'm already blindsided by being on the radio already. And it was very clear that I wasn't really interested after he tried to kiss me 411,000 times, and I said no. So, and now, since she's putting me in a position, now I have to be firm to let you know, if we're looking for a second date, an 11th date, a 12th date, a 1,000th date, it's the exact same reason. It's no all day long. So there we go. I have to go. Sorry, guys. Thanks for calling. I got to go. Bye.
Whoa. That was direct.
It's pretty, blunt and to the point.
Yeah.
Hey, Frank, I don't think you're getting a second date.
Ouch. Has anyone ever commented on your smell before, Frank?
Okay, look, I'm going to give it to you guys straight, all right? I'm not like one of those sissy boys that walks around smelling like freaking cucumbers and strawberries, okay? That's not me, man. That's just not what I do. You know, I don't shower every day for a reason. It's unhealthy. So if that's what she's referring to...
Wait, did you say you don't shower every day?
Yeah, I mean, it's scientifically proven that if you shower every day, you're stripping your body because the skin is a protective layer, right? It's not meant to be washed off every day or scrubbed off every day.
He's actually right.
You know? So,
yeah,
We're obsessed in this country
I've heard
with-
those studies, but you know what? I still take like 3 or 4 showers a day because I don't give a shit. I'd rather not smell.
You don't smell if you don't shower for 1 or 2 days.
Oh, no, you do, Brooke.
No, whatever.
Believe me,
I shower
I work-
twice a week. That's plenty.
I work with you. Trust me. There have been some occasions where I'm like, whoa, somebody's a little ripe today.
It's fine.
It's not like I don't smell like ass. It's just natural musk. It's human pheromone.
Smells like a man.
There are women that are attracted to my pheromone type. It's been proven. I mean, I know women that gravitate towards me just because of my natural smell.
Maybe.
It's the Frank smell. It's me.
The Frank
It's
smell.
the Frank smell.
Oh, the Frank. How often do you shower then?
I mean, I feel like I have a calendar, but maybe every 10 to 14 days or so.
Okay, that's even a lot for me.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lie on that one.
You have to smell a little bit
Yeah.
then.
He's fully embraced the
What?
theory.
Listen, it's just me. It's natural. It's naturally Frank. It's just my scent, guys. I have a scent, just like everybody does.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess that's why she's not calling you back. She didn't like your scent.
Yes, I just have to leave it up to a woman that gets it, man. This is a tough town, guys. It really is a tough town.
Tough town. Showers way too much.
Yeah. Or maybe that's why women aren't talking to you in the bars when you go out. You ever think of that?
Yeah.
No, this is a one-time thing. I've never heard somebody go off like this about my smell. Crystal obviously is just off her rocker.
She sounds crazy to me, but you know what? No matter what, it is a second date update, so I have to ask the question. Hey, Crystal, even though you hung up, would you like to go out on a second date with Frank? We will pay for it. No, I don't want to because Frank smells funny, stinky. Are you sure? Frank, do you have anything else to say to Crystal?
Yeah, I don't want to go on a date with her either,
Yeah,
so
well,
it's
you're
all good.
stupid. You stink. You smell. I don't like you either.
Oh, my God.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Ren, please?
this is she.
Hey, Ren, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio program.
I'm sorry, I think you have the wrong number.
No, I'm pretty sure I have the right number, Ren. There's not a whole lot of Rens, and I was given your number by a guy named Adam to call you today.
What?
Yeah. Adam is a listener to our show, and he says he recently went out on a date with you, but you're not calling him back. And he asked us to see if we could get you on the phone and ask why.
How do you know him?
He listens to our radio show. Adam wanted us to call you to ask if he did something wrong on your date or there's a particular reason that you don't want to see him again.
I don't even really know how to respond to this.
I know
Did
it's
he talk to you about this?
He did. He told us that you went out for coffee, and he said that he was a little late, and he actually feels bad because he thinks that he may have been a little upset from a traffic incident, and he wasn't very attentive to you on your date.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Is that a pretty accurate description?
Yeah, I would say so. I get this is what you guys do, so I don't mean to be disrespectful at all. I'm just kind of like,
No,
oh my God.
That's fine. I appreciate you taking the time out to talk to us. We just want to pass along a message to Adam and give him your perspective on the first date.
Yeah, I can talk about that. My experience with Adam was very limited, and I'm not a very confrontational person.
Mm-hmm.
And he was very, very angry, and I think that the first 10 minutes of the time that we very, very first were introduced to each other, it was really just all about this driving experience he had being so frustrated with this other person.
Was he like cussing and stuff when he was explaining it to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it was so over the top that I would have need to have left, because I would have done that if it was really, really that bad. If he was.
That's what I was
going to
ask you, Ren. I was going to ask you if at any point you were scared for your life.
No, I wouldn't say that. It really wasn't like that, but it was pretty intense. Even when he finally went to go get us some coffee, which he did, finally pull himself up to be like, okay, I'm going to go get us some coffee. But
pulls himself together.
Even in that moment when he goes to order the coffee, I can hear him from all the way at the other end of the shop, and he's ordering, and he just sounds aggressive.
So was he like yelling at the barista and stuff like that? I'm picturing him just tearing up this Starbucks or wherever you're at.
No, it really wasn't like that. It wasn't like he was unkind toward the people around him necessarily. It's just the manner in which he was dealing with things. It was just like pent up. You know, when somebody's really upset about something, and even though they're doing something normal, it's in an abnormal way.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the other thing that was tough. It was manifesting in like sweat.
Oh.
He was so mad that he was sweating?
Well, I don't know if he just sweats, if that's a thing, independent of what was going on, but it seemed like it was fueled, or at least like made a lot worse by his emotional space.
Ren, it's called hyperhidrosis. It's just people who can't control their sweat glands. Okay, they sweat a ton. Maybe he has that.
How do you know this?
So you don't want to see him again because he's an angry, sweaty mess.
It's not just that he was sweating a lot and being angry. He was sweating profusely, like in the palms of his hands. There was sweat dripping down him and then collecting like under, I'm trying to think of the right way to say this, like, man boobs, you know?
Oh gosh.
He sweated out his whole shirt?
Like dark, just covered in sweat.
Oh, man.
It stains, boob stains.
Yeah, that's bad. If he's pitting out a little bit, that's kind of like, whoa, man, you sweat a lot. But if he actually, his whole shirt was sweated out.
I don't think that's being...
That's what I was concerned about, because I know that when I'm upset, like, I'll sweat a little bit, and that's normal, but it was, whoa, it was so much.
I'd be curious to find out if it's an issue or if it's just his anger that makes him sweat like that. Aren't you curious to at least know?
Honestly, maybe he's a really great person that just had a really bad day, but I just don't want to deal with it.
Okay.
I really don't.
That's cool. Thank you for giving us an answer. I appreciate it. But I really need to find out about this sweat, and that's why I'm glad you're still on the phone, because Adam is also on the phone and heard everything you just said.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. I'm sorry.
Hi, Ren.
Oh, my God. First of all, I'm really, really sorry. Look, this is really, I'm sorry, and then I'm also, like,
annoyed to be put in this situation. But I am sorry if you heard things that I said that are unflattering.
Oh my God, you don't need to feel bad, Ren. Pretty much everything you said is true.
Oh, no.
I mean, I can kind of explain the sweating thing, the anger stuff. The sweating thing, let's start with that.
Point one.
So, I mean, I threw a hoodie and a coat on, and it ended up not being as cold out as I anticipated. By the time I was all pissed off at this guy in front of me, I started sweating in the car because I was blasting the heat, and I was so pissed off I wasn't thinking about it. The coffee shop had the heat on. I couldn't stop sweating, and I knew I was, and I know that my man boobs were sweating.
Yeah, and that was a crappy thing for me to say about man boobs. That was rude. I'm sorry. That was just the first. It was just the easiest.
That's what I think I want you to hear. It's like, I'm not that angry guy. I know I was sweaty. I know I was hot as and I thought if I didn't pay attention to it, you wouldn't mention it. Like, I was so lost in that date, and like, I didn't know what to do, and I went home and showered right away. I was looking in the mirror, and like, I literally was mortified by myself because I was really excited about this date, and like, I never tell friends about going out with anybody, but for some reason, I was kind of stoked on you, and I just crashed and burned, and I kind of do that a lot in life, and I just want you to know that I really am sorry, and as far as you and I are concerned, like, I'd love one more shot, just one more chance to maybe sweat it out with you and
sweat it out. Hey, Ren, would you like to go out with Adam again? I will pay for a second date. We can send you guys to a spin class or something where sweat is supposed to be there. And would you maybe give him another shot to see if he's not so flustered this time? He can do a better job.
Adam, I'm like, this is awkward, and I just want to say I appreciate you eventually being honest. I think that what I would have preferred is if you could have communicated this to me not on a radio station, because you did contact me and you didn't really ever just come out and say.
I totally get it, Ren. I mean, as crazy as I was there, it's probably crazier that I ended up on the radio with you right now. But I tried calling and texting you, and you never got back to me. And so I felt like this was my last option of how I could get a hold of you.
Ren, will you do it? Will you go out with him one more time?
Come on, Ren. We've never had anyone be so sincere.
Will you drive, please? Just so we're...
It's funny.
All right. Okay. All right. Yeah.
One more day. Nice. All right. Ren, thank you for your time. Adam, congratulations. You got your second date, man.
Thank you, guys. Ren, this is going to be great. I promise you. I'll see you soon.
Adam, 2 words before your next date, all right? Gold bond. Okay?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, is this Alicia?
Yes, this is she. Who's this?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. How are you?
What was that last name?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning?
That'd be a weird last name.
It's a very long last name.
Mm-hmm. What?
My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Brooke is here.
Hi, Alicia.
Jose is also here.
Hey, what's up?
Okay, so there's 3 of us on the phone right now, and it is a radio show, like I said.
Okay. Hi.
The reason I'm calling you is because one of our listeners actually emailed us saying that he'd like us to call you.
That's odd.
It is kind of odd. Everyone agrees with that.
It's a segment we do on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. So you recently went out with a dude named Michael.
Oh, great.
Great.
That wasn't great. Awesome.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And Michael sent us an email because he's tried to reach out to you, but you're not getting back to him. And he wants to know what he did wrong.
He's broke.
Okay, that was blunt.
We knew that, though.
You're upset that he couldn't pay for the date?
Hold on. How do you know he didn't pay for the date?
Oh, because we talked to him. He told us about your date. And he said that he had a gift card that wouldn't work, and then he tried to use his mom's credit card. That wouldn't work, and then he couldn't call you an Uber.
I'm sorry, say that again? He uses what?
He used his mom's credit card?
Oh, that was his mom's credit card.
Oh, you didn't know that?
I didn't know you didn't know that. Sorry.
Oops.
I knew that he used a credit card. I just assumed that it just declined.
Yeah, no. I didn't mean to put him out there like that, but yeah, it's his mom's credit card.
Now you're laughing harder at the situation.
I mean, I thought he was broke, but I didn't know he was borrowing your mom's credit card kind of broke.
Yeah.
It's a different level.
Was that just a big turnoff to you?
Completely. I've dated tons of guys that have a lot of money, all right? I've also been on the flip side and dated guys that have not that much money at all.
Aren't they the worst? You know? They're terrible, aren't they, Alicia?
But what's wrong with dating poor guys?
Let me say this. Right now, for me, in my life, I cannot date anyone that is living check to check. I mean, how can you go on a date and not have any money to pay for it?
Well, what if he had a good reason for that, though?
A good reason to have zero money? That's not the type of guy I need in my life and I want to go on a date with.
But don't you think it's like, I don't know, we're modern era. Women should make their own money.
I do make my own money. But you're not going to ask me on a date. I show up. And you have all this fun and we keep doing more and more and you can't pay for anything at all?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like I make my own money, but I would also like to be with someone else who makes their own money.
Yeah.
Then we can both have our own money together.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's what I need. But I don't blame him for not having any money. I just don't want to date a guy like that right now.
Okay, well, but what if he...
Wait, Alicia, I do have money. Wait, what was that?
Oh, that's Michael, who couldn't wait until we called him onto the phone. Michael.
Hi.
Oh my God, Michael!
The Michael I went on a date with?
Yeah, he was actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What? Yes, Alicia, I'm sorry. I did call these people, but that night I just had a bad situation. I was trying to contact you to tell you, but you weren't picking up at all. You weren't doing anything. You just ignored me the whole time. Michael, you were trying to pay with your mom's credit card. Well, you didn't know that it was my mom's credit card. You're just finding out today. So that still doesn't matter. I couldn't even get an Uber home. Well, let me explain at least, all right? There's nothing to explain. You took me on a date and didn't have any money. The reason why I didn't have any money is because all my stuff got stolen right before the date. I was at a coffee shop, left my stuff out, somebody stole it, and I turned around for like 2 seconds, and the next thing you know, everything's gone. I don't believe him.
What?
You don't
What do you
believe
mean
him?
you don't believe him, Alicia?
Really? All your stuff gets stolen right before the date, and then you still got on a date? I do have money. Matter of fact, I'm going to have some really soon, as soon as my mom dies.
What?
What?
What did you say, Michael?
I said I'm going to have a lot more money as soon as my mom dies. I mean, you're going to have money when your mom dies? What are you talking about? Is she sick? I mean, no, she's fine. She's really fine.
What?
You know, eventually I'm going to have money. She collects antiques.
What
is wrong with you?
What is exactly, Alicia? What is wrong with you, Michael? Your financial status is dependent on whether your mom lives or dies.
Oh my God!
I mean, there's no weather to it. I mean, she's eventually going to die. We're all going to die.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, I'm just saying, when she dies, I'm going to inherit, her antiques, and I'm just going to sell them off.
Wow!
You've got some serious issues. I mean, I'm not saying I want her to die. God forbid she dies anytime soon. I'm just saying eventually she's going to die, and I don't have money.
Eventually, I'm going to come up on some antiques, Alicia, and then you can have some of that antique mommy death money.
Oh my God!
So gross, dude. And Michael, you are broke. That's what broke people say. Your mom's money is not your money.
I mean, not yet, but in 20 years, I'm going to be rich, and you're going to sit there regretting that you didn't give me a second chance.
Yeah, Alicia, you hear that? You're going to regret it. So, would you like to go out with Michael again for a second date? We will pay for it.
Absolutely not.
We will pay for it. We'll pay for it for now until he gets that antique
That
cash.
antique money.
Yeah.
God.
No, I'll pass. I'm good.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You
Oh my
could be the
gosh.
queen of Michael's antique kingdom.
No, thank you. I think someone else could be that lucky woman.
You
Not
know
us.
what, Alicia? I gotta applaud your ability to read red flags. I didn't see him coming. You did.
What are you talking about, red flag? My stuff was stolen. Look, Michael, I know you're having a rough time, and I feel for you, and I'm not having a rough time. I'm just having a bad week. But life is about to get really good really soon.
Really soon? I thought you said...
Yeah. What do you mean really soon? I just mean that, further down the line, my mom's going to pass away. And
Hey, but you said really soon. Like, you're not planning anything, are you?
It sounded ominous.
No. I mean, I love my mom, but I know she's not going to live forever.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well,
Someone call his mother right now.
we're going to send the welfare check out on your mom. And you guys, thank you very much for your time.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello,
Hi, may I speak to Isabella?
this is Isabella.
Hey, Isabella, how are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Can you? I'm sorry.
Mhm.
You're from where?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Okay. What do you want?
I want to know more about you, Isabella.
Is this a prank call or something?
No. We're not some cheesy radio show that does prank calls. Come on. What are you talking about?
Isabella, yes, we are.
This is something we do called the second date update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody.
Oh, okay. I've heard those.
Okay, cool. Well, that's what this is. And Hoppity actually emailed us about you.
I don't know who Hoppity is.
What?
You don't know who Hoppity is?
No, remember he said he doesn't
How do you
go
not
by
remember?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know Martin?
I know Martin, but I don't know. But why were you saying Hoppity?
Because I thought he told you that he goes by the name Hoppity, but apparently I was
No,
wrong.
he never told me that. He goes by the name Hoppity?
Yeah, it's his nickname apparently, because it shouldn't be a surprise to you that the dude likes frogs.
Oh God, yeah, that's definitely not a surprise.
Okay.
He told us that you were really excited about his frog passion.
You know, when you're going out on dates, you kind of have the same old thing. So it was something that was different. It was fun. I mean, he had really cute names for his frogs.
Agreed.
He had one that was named Lollyhops, which is hilarious, and I forget the other one, but it was funny. And I mean, I actually kind of liked him in a certain way. He was kind of refreshing, you know?
Okay, well, if it was
positive.
refreshing, and he also told us that you guys kissed after the date, why aren't you getting back to him?
Well, after our date, I looked him up on Facebook, and I noticed that he put for work that he's a stay-at-home frog dad.
Oh no!
So I'm really at the point where I'm really seriously wanting to find someone and settle down, and it just didn't seem like he was focused. And I mean, it's okay to have a hobby, but I would like him to have a job.
All right.
Wait,
so does he have a job? Do you know?
He only talked about frogs.
So you don't think it was a joke? You think that he's unemployed?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he doesn't work, and by the look of his pictures, it was literally just different frogs. So
maybe the frogs are his
pictures
friends.
on his Facebook page you're talking about.
Yeah, pictures of him with his frogs, like doing things.
Like doing what things?
There was one of them like cooking with them. There was one of him like playing his, I don't know, like games with them. I don't know. It
So-
just seems like those are his friends.
Just to be clear, the reason that you're not calling him back, is it the frogs or is it the fact that you think he doesn't have a job? Like, which one is most important to you? Just so we can tell him.
I mean, I think it's the job.
I feel like it's all of it. If I was you, it'd be like the whole package of that.
Well, I think he's quirky, and that's not a bad thing. It's refreshing, but I just want him to have more balance in his life, more, just a job, friends, and frogs.
You know what I've always wondered, Isabella, and I've never heard the answer to this.
What?
Because they do studies to find out how much housewives would make if they were getting paid. How much money should he be getting paid as a stay-at-home frog dad?
That's not a thing.
And I think we can get the answer because Martin is on the phone listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
He's on the phone right now?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Martin?
Yeah. Hi, Isabella.
Martin.
Hi, Martin. Oh, this is awkward.
Yeah. You looked me up online?
Yeah. What is a stay-at-home frog dad?
I mean, I just have a passion for frogs. I thought stay-at-home frog dad was just kind of funny. That's why I said it.
It is kind of funny.
Yeah, I don't really know how much you heard, but I mean, when I saw that was kind of the thing that I just thought, I had fun on our date, and the kiss was nice, but I'm looking for something more serious, and I don't know that I can build a future with somebody who's a stay-at-home frog dad.
Oh, but come on.
I mean,
So I just want to be clear. Is the reason you didn't pick up my calls or respond to any of my messages because you didn't think I have a job?
I mean, is that not true? I mean, do you have a job?
No.
You don't. Okay. Wait, hold on.
I know. I thought you were going to be like, oh, yeah, I am a lawyer.
Are you like in between jobs or something, Martin? Are you looking?
No, not at all. I'm not looking for any work right now.
How are you eating? You're not killing your frogs and eating them, are you?
No, and that's not a really funny joke.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, sorry, Hoppity.
No, but Martin, really, like, what's your plan, man?
Well, here's the thing. A couple years ago, I made this app, and I sold it, and I made a whole bunch of money. And yeah, I don't have to work. That's why I don't have a job. I don't have to work for a while.
Oh, so you're just taking time off to hang with your frogs?
Yeah, I mean, like I told you, it's my passion. So now I actually have time to do it. Take care of them.
Okay.
So wait, is that a change? I think you just changed your tone there, Isabella.
Well, I mean, Martin, I wish you would have, brought it up on the date. I had no idea that you even built apps. I didn't really learn anything except about your frogs. But I mean, had I known this, it would have, I don't know, I would have taken you more seriously, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to publicize all that information. I feel like it's kind of private. I mean, if you'd asked what I did for work, I would have told you the situation, but
I don't like posting that on Facebook. I think it's kind of, I don't know, arrogant.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's arrogant to be like, oh, I created a cool app. It's not arrogant to go like, I love my frogs. I agree with you. I agree with you on that one, Hoppity.
Man. Okay, well, I feel kind of like an idiot.
How do you feel, I mean, Hoppity, are you mad at her for judging you, or do you understand where she was coming from?
I'm not mad. I guess I just wish she'd asked if it was that big a deal to her.
Yeah, that's true.
Instead of making her own judgments?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that you were so excited about your frogs, and it was so different for me that I actually genuinely liked hearing about your frogs, and so I think we spent most of the time talking about that. So, but you know, after the date, I did want to know more about you, and
Well, I'm really glad to hear you say that, Isabella, because anyone that's going to be a part of my life has to, you know, like my frogs, and my frogs have to like them. If that weren't the case, it might be a bit of a deal breaker.
Well, at least we got that very important thing taken care of. You know, that you're appreciative of his frogs. Isabella, would you like to go out with Martin on a second date? We will pay for it.
Yeah, I would.
I will say she has, from the start, said the frogs are fine.
That's true.
And you even did the frog voice on a voicemail to her, and she was still okay with that.
Yeah, no, actually, I thought that was kind of cute. I laughed. I listened to it twice.
Hey, good.
Listen to
All
it
right.
twice.
Hey, Martin, this would be the time. Remember we told you to dial back on the frog voice? This would be a time to throw it in there. Yeah.
You like the frog voice?
It sounds nothing like
Oh my god.
You're silly. Hop along. What is your name? What is your name?
Hoppity?
Hoppity. Okay, Hoppity.
Hey, I like it when you say my nickname. That kind of makes me feel good.
Uh-oh.
All right. I'm
So weird.
I'm getting way too turned on by the second date update, so we have to end this right now. Congratulations to both of you guys for getting another date. Yeah.
Well, guys, I mean, I never told you officially whether or not I'd go out on another date with her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good point.
that's a
Yeah,
good
you didn't.
point.
I was assuming. So will you go out with her again?
Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right.
I think there's a match made in heaven.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
All right. Congratulations, you guys.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to David, please?
this is him.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Who's that?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning?
I'm sorry, there's no Jubal here. I think you have the wrong number.
No, I am Jubal, and I'm calling you David.
Oh, okay. I don't know what you're talking about, but
We're calling you today because we recently got an email about you from one of our listeners.
okay, that's a little weird.
Do you want to know who? Do you want to know who?
Yeah.
Do you want to know who? Do you want to know who?
He said yes, Jubal.
Because I know
Yes,
who.
I do.
Okay, her name is Danielle, and you actually went out with her on a date.
Oh, I know her.
Oh.
But why would she email you?
Well, we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. So you've apparently stopped talking to Danielle since your date, and she's wondering why.
Okay. A little awkward, I guess.
I don't get it, though. Why was it awkward?
I guess I got a little weird vibes from her.
You got weird vibes from her?
Yeah, some red flags came up.
Whoa.
What kind of red flags?
Well, she said that she was a masseuse, you know?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Normally, that's not a red flag for most people. Well, most people are like, okay, cool, that's your job.
Got a job.
More likely, that's like a benefit. I would date a masseuse in a heartbeat. Are you kidding me?
Checkered flag.
I kind of took it as like maybe a euphemism for something else,
What?
you know?
No.
So,
No.
Wait, I don't know. Could you explain?
well, she was like talking about her job, and she was talking about really weird competition that she was a part of, this massage competition.
Yeah, you're talking about the massage championship that I guess they have in Denmark.
Oh, yeah, you know about that?
Not until we talked to her. So we talked to her a little bit about your date, and she told us that information. That's the first time I've heard it. I had no idea they had a championship for massage.
Yeah, you believe that?
What do you mean, do we believe it?
Of course you believe it.
I mean, yeah.
Massage championship? That doesn't sound like fake to you?
There's all sorts of weird things in this world. I mean, for God's sakes, there's like an air guitar championship.
But he does have a point.
Yeah, it's odd, but it doesn't mean that it's not real.
How would you even judge that? It's just the same guy getting massaged over and over again?
I didn't even think about that.
Are you telling me you think she's a liar?
I mean, I didn't know if she was lying or not. It was just, that was like the start of the whole red flag segment of the date, and it just got worse from there.
Oh, what?
So there was more stuff you didn't believe that she told you?
Well, it's not so much that. It's like, I asked her a couple times if I could get a massage, and she said that she's a massage champion, So it's going to be $200 for a half hour.
Whoa!
Wow.
Oh, dang.
Dang, that really
That's
pays
expensive.
off, man.
Yeah, I mean, something probably comes with that is what I was thinking.
What do you mean? Like,
What? You think that there's a happy ending at the end? Is that what you're insinuating?
Yeah, I wasn't born yesterday. That's prostitute talk right there.
So hold on.
Is it?
Oh my
You
God.
think you went online and went on a date with a prostitute?
What am I supposed to think? What would you have thought? There's a person across the table from me offering me $200 for a half an hour. That sounds like a hooker.
Whoa, I have something to say here.
Oh.
Weird. I can't imagine that you'd have anything to say, Danielle.
What is going on here?
Oh, that's Danielle. She's actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Oh, my God.
I am not a prostitute.
I can't believe that's even an argument right now.
I don't understand how you could think that I was a prostitute.
Well, you're touching me and you're charging me per hour.
I'm a massage therapist, and that is my fee because I'm good at what I do.
Okay, I mean, you're also wearing hoop earrings, so...
What?
What is that?
What is hoop earrings
One of the
have to do with being a
telltale signs.
prostitute?
Now,
You didn't
now
tell us.
I get it.
You didn't tell us that, Danielle.
Hoop earrings? Are you serious?
Yeah, seriously, what the hell are you even talking about, David?
Yeah, you know, hoop earrings. Like, every movie you see, every prostitute has hoop earrings. It's the preferred earring of prostitutes.
The preferred earring.
So wait, they also wear high heels and, I don't know,
Red lipstick.
skirts or hair.
Yeah, okay. You know, 1 out of 3.
What?
David, you're being so ridiculous right now. I mean, like, you want to look up my credentials? Go Google it. This is a real job. I'm a real person.
There's a lot of escorts out there that have websites, so, you know, I've seen them.
David, why are you so hung up on this? I mean, do you really think a prostitute would get in touch with a radio station to call you to go out on a second date?
I mean, yeah, I guess that's a good point. But, you know, there's a girl with hoop earrings who's charging me $200 for a massage. I mean, that's just what I'm going to think in a moment.
Okay, David, I'm offended by this.
Okay, sorry.
That's it?
All right, just sorry.
Will you apologize?
I accuse you of being a prostitute, but
David, I know that you probably still think that Danielle might be a prostitute, but would you like to go out with her on a second date? We will pay for it.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I would, actually.
Real? Oh, okay.
So you've changed your mind.
Yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, maybe I was jumping to conclusions. I guess there's a part of me that thinks that maybe she's not a prostitute.
Oh, wow. David, you really need to slow down on the sweet talk that you're doling out there, okay?
Well, there you go, Danielle.
Yeah,
A little bit of David thinks that you might not be a prostitute. Would you want to
Wow.
go out with him again?
I bet you're swooning.
Wow, I'm so appreciative.
So that's a yes, Danielle?
I mean, to be honest, I enjoyed everything else about our date. And so if he's genuinely reconsidering his assumptions, then why the heck not?
Really?
Whoa.
Well, yeah, he's the type of guy that I look for, and we had a very great conversation. Otherwise, I was very attracted to him, so I look forward to proving to him that I am a massage therapist and not a hooker.
Okay.
Okay.
I always look for the opposite in my massage therapist.
Gross.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
Hey, I was looking for Rick.
Yeah, this is him.
Rick, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning on Moving 92.5.
I'm doing good. This is a radio station?
Yes. I'm assuming you haven't listened to us.
No.
All right.
Did I win something?
No, you did not win anything, but you do know a friend of mine, and that's why I'm calling you.
Okay.
Her name is Heather, and you met her recently at a bar. She's pretty good looking. You played darts with her?
Yeah. Wait, that's your friend?
Yeah, it's a friend of mine, and she was telling me all about, she was telling me about hanging out with you, and
Still laughing.
No, this is very strange. I mean, you're calling me about a girl I met at a bar playing darts.
yeah, that's because she liked you so much. She, was talking about it, and I was like, well, let's give him a call. Would you call her? And I just, because I know her. Would you call her a little absent-minded, kind of?
No, I mean, she knows what she's thinking, which is not much, but she knows it.
Oh, come on.
So
But I wouldn't call her absent-minded. There's got to be something there.
Rick, is that the reason that you don't want to go out with her or call her back? That you feel like she's...
It was a great time I had with her, and she made me laugh, maybe because she was so ditzy, and she's beautiful. She's a very good-looking girl. But, I mean, she could even say, like, Barack Obama, and she was calling him, like, Barack Osama or something like that.
Wait a minute. That's not right? Yeah.
Exactly. Now I know why you guys are friends, but,
All right. So you didn't feel like Heather was smart enough to date.
Some of the things she said were kind of ditzy, but what I found out later is what really turned me off.
What did you find out?
I have a small bladder, so I have to go pee quite a bit.
Oh,
and
feel you on that.
every time that I went to the bathroom, she was accepting drinks from every single guy in that bar.
What?
Oh, really?
Oh, my God.
And I found that kind of rude that if you're with somebody, not that we were together, but, obviously it's pretty obvious that, she was into me and I was into her, and you would maybe turn them down or, not laughing.
Why would I do that? That's so stupid.
Hey, Rick.
That's not rude. Like, that doesn't even make sense because that's what bars are for.
Rick?
Yeah.
Heather is on the other line.
I got that. Okay.
Yeah, and you know what? Just so you know, another guy that I met is trying to call me on my other line, and I'm not even going to answer it because I want to talk to you.
Oh,
Yeah,
So,
Rick.
Listen, first of all, you could even maybe look at it like I saved you money, and third of all, I don't even know. Like, I just don't like to be by myself. I have like social anxiety issues, so I'm not talking to people. But so what? That's what bars are for. That's why you go to a bar to have drinks.
Okay, but listen, when you're accepting a drink from a complete stranger, obviously because all he wants is to get laid, that sends the wrong message out.
You're a complete stranger.
And if you're with
I didn't
me,
meet you until
obviously,
then.
You're into me, and you take that drink. You're really telling me, like, okay, well, it's cool to hang out with you, but oh my God, I'm getting all these drinks from every single guy in this bar. It's so hot. Look at me, yay.
I didn't do that. And when you came back, I gave you all my attention. The entire night, you had my attention, except for when you were in the bathroom. I'm not going to go into the bathroom with you. That's disgusting.
Fair enough, Heather.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Very good point, Heather.
The fact that you don't even understand what I'm saying, it just proves to me that you're just not, you're not all there upstairs.
Oh.
I don't even know what you're trying to say. I don't know what that means, but it doesn't sound like it's very nice, so you.
I mean, listen, I didn't say I was upset at all.
I sat on anyone's lap or anything while you were in the bathroom.
It did not upset me. It just kind of, it was a turn off for me. Not to mention that you didn't even know who the president is.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, what's his name?
Brock.
Hey, Heather. All right, I'm gonna say from a guy's perspective, it is kind of lame when you come back and a girl that you're hanging out with has accepted a drink from another guy, or you think that she's flirting with other dudes while you're there. It really is. It might not seem like it to you because you're like, whatever, guys are giving me free drinks, I'm going to take it. I would probably take a free drink too, but I can see Rick's point on this.
You just don't take drinks from strangers with somebody else. Period.
I can't help that. I don't control what they do or how good I look because I know I look good.
Okay.
So you know what? It's fine if you don't. I'm not going to beg you to go out with me. Obviously, I can get somebody else, and you know what they say about guys that have tiny bladders anyway. It's not very attractive.
Hey, Heather, I can't let you go there, all right? I have a tiny bladder too, and even though it might be true, I don't need you pointing that kind of stuff out on the radio. All right. At this point, Rick, I would like to ask you if you'll go out on a second date with Heather. I will pay for it.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm sorry, Heather. It's just,
Don't be sorry because now I don't want to go out with you. You sound like an awful human being. Just because you're smart doesn't mean that makes you nice. And you know what? You went to that bar alone, which means you can't find anybody else.
Hey, Heather, Heather, you're right. Being smart doesn't make you nice. Being hot, though, does. So good for you. You're a good person.
I don't have to be nice. I'm good looking.
That's what I said.
But, I'm kind of glad that I saw that beforehand. I mean, there you go. Thank you, though.
Well, I'm glad too. So have fun at yourself, like going to the bar with your, what did you call them, your compadres every couple nights?
I call them colleagues, yes.
Whatever. Don't talk to me again if I see you there.
The compadres.
Yeah. And you know what? Next time you get all those drinks, maybe you can give them to me and my friends since you get so many.
I definitely feel that there is a love connection here between you guys.
At least a lust connection.
Yeah, there's something there.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello,
Hey, is Danielle there?
this is Danielle.
Hi, Danielle. This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Nice. I'm calling you today because somebody sent us an email about you.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Have you heard our show very much? Do you listen?
I'm not allowed to listen to that show.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what we do. We do this thing on our show called the Second Date Update. It's when somebody goes out on a date with someone they like, and they're not getting a call back. They email us to see if we can get a hold of them to find out why. So George, a guy you recently went out on a date with, emailed us about you.
Oh.
He says that he really liked you. He enjoyed going out with you, spending time with you and the whole fam. and he's been trying to get a hold of you for like 2 weeks now, but not hearing anything back. Did you not like George?
I don't know. I don't think it's. My family doesn't think it's a really good idea.
Your family doesn't?
There was just some things that I didn't notice, but they noticed, which I'm really lucky that they noticed, and I just don't think it's a good idea.
What did they notice, if you don't mind telling us?
We spent some time together as a family with him, and my dad caught him staring at my mother's cleavage while we were playing a board game.
What? That is absolutely not true.
Oh, my God. That is so awesome. Sweet.
Danielle, I forgot to tell you that George is actually on the other line and heard everything that you just said.
Oh, my gosh. That's really, really creepy.
That is total bull.
Oh, George.
Look, I believe my dad. My dad wouldn't lie.
What did your dad say to you? Did you just bring it up, say, like, you can't go out with him again?
He said that you were creepy, and it made it so uncomfortable.
I did everything possible to make them comfortable about the entire situation. What are you talking about?
I'm just being honest. Look, you seem like a nice person, but I just think you kind of made us feel a little uncomfortable.
I don't understand. You and I were having a great time. I don't understand why your parents even have an opinion on this.
You know they're really nice people, so they didn't really feel that comfortable with you, and that made me feel really uncomfortable. And now you're making me feel really uncomfortable. You're making a
I was uncomfortable the whole time. I was playing it on for you. I was dealing with that for you. And are you serious?
Danielle?
You're dealing with that? That's my family.
Yeah. Danielle, let me just say this. I know you don't listen very much, but I'm on your side. I'm really close to my family and everything like that.
You are such a liar. He's lying to you now, Danielle.
I think that it's rude that George would come over there and then gawk at your mother's cleavage the whole time.
Danielle. You definitely did that, because that's not something my dad would make up. And now I feel like you really don't like my family now. I feel like that came out.
Yeah. So, George, you weren't staring at her mom's cleavage?
I was absolutely not. I might have glanced once or twice. Absolutely not the case. She was wearing a super low-cut shirt. She should have been wearing that in the first place. I wasn't staring. It wasn't my fault. You can't miss that.
That's a good point.
If a woman is dressed like a little bit revealing at all, a guy's going to look no matter what.
Yeah, honestly, at this point, I feel set up. I feel like that whole situation was a setup for me.
Well, then you probably shouldn't go out with me then if you feel that way. It sounds like you're not happy either.
What else am I supposed to say at this point?
Wow, that's a really negative thing to say. I'm really glad that we're not going out again.
Oh, man.
Gosh, Danielle.
This is like a crash and burn.
Well, at this point, Danielle.
So weird.
I would like to ask you if you'd be interested in going out with George again. We'll pay for a second date.
No.
We'll pay for it.
No.
Oh, that's too bad, George. They usually end up looking like their moms.
Danielle, I'll pay for the whole family.
Oh, wow.
Like you, your mom, dad, brother, like everybody. We can all go out and take George out to dinner.
No, but my family would be really upset they knew I was talking to you guys on the phone.
Oh, that's right. She's not even allowed to listen
That's
to
right.
us.
You're not. All right, then, Danielle. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Tell your parents I said hi.
Oh, yeah. And tell your mom to keep wearing those shirts if Jubal comes over.
Keep those things out.
Ew, you guys are such gross.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, is Shauna there?
This is she?
Hey, Shauna, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning on Moving 92.5. What's up?
Hey, what's up?
Not much, just checking in on people in Seattle, seeing if they listen to us in the morning. Do you listen to us?
Occasionally I do.
It's kind of like a census survey that I'm doing, just, calling random numbers.
Oh, your customers is like, okay.
Actually, Shauna, are you familiar with the second date updates that we do on our show?
Yes, I am.
All right. Well, we got an email about you.
Oh, God.
Somebody is wondering why you're not calling them back.
Congratulations.
Are you guys calling about Doug?
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, we're calling about Doug.
The guy that won't get the hint.
So Doug told us.
Seriously calling for the second date update? I hate that guy. He was a creep. He was crazy.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay, so what did he do that was so creepy? He says that you guys ended up hooking up and everything.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I don't know what he told you, but it was a completely embarrassing, awful night, and I would rather not talk about it.
What? Wait, you
Can you
better
just-
set the record straight here.
Yeah, can you just tell us what happened? Shauna, if you won't tell us what the big problem is, obviously you don't like the dude.
Yeah.
Doug?
Yeah.
Hey, Shauna, that's Doug.
Good news.
He's actually on the other line listening. Do you want to tell Doug why you won't talk to him?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, tell me, Shauna.
Okay, well, Doug, when we got home and I was like, no, I don't want to sleep with you on the first date, and I turned you down,
You're like, oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, whatever. I'll just sleep on the couch. Great. You pass out. I wake up the next morning. You're in my roommate's bed.
What?
Doug, you dirty dog, you.
That is a flat out lie, man.
What?
It's really not. You. I can call Leslie and have her back me up on this.
Is that your roommate?
Who the hell is Leslie?
She's my roommate, the one you ended up in bed with.
So your roommate hooked up with him, Shauna?
No. She woke up the next morning and there was this creepy guy in her bed, and we both just kind of like, ew, get out.
He just crawled into bed with her.
So we shoved him out and put him in a cab and never wanted to talk to him again.
Doug, do you have any memory of this? Like, how drunk were you?
There's just no way that could have possibly happened.
Wait, Doug! Shauna, can I put you on hold real quick and you give producer Boyd your roommate's phone number? Can we call her? Will she talk to us, you think?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I think she will.
All right, I'm going to put you on hold then, okay? And
Hey,
give him the number.
Shauna.
Hang on. We'll talk to Doug while you give him the number. All right, Doug?
Yeah, man.
You don't remember any of that?
I mean, if you got the roommate's number, then you need to give her a call because I know there's just no possible way.
Can we rewind, though? At the beginning of this phone call, you claimed that you had this great romantic night and you totally nailed this girl when you didn't nail anybody at all. Like, you're just a big fat liar at this point, Doug.
She was drunk.
You
It
never...
doesn't matter. You should be able to remember that and then not make false claims if you don't.
All right, Shauna is back on the phone with us. She gave her roommate's number to producer Boyd. Shauna,
Ridiculous.
Doug says he thinks that he hooked up with you. He still won't.
Dude,
All
if
right.
you can't remember, I don't think anything was working well enough.
So producer Boyd got Leslie on the phone. I guess she's on the line. Hey, Leslie, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, we got your roommate Shauna on the phone with us right now.
Hey, Les. Hey, Shauna.
And we also have Doug. You remember him.
Oh, my God. This guy.
Oh, even she's talking about it.
Oh my God, I love that Doug started this by claiming he had so much game.
So,
This is hysterical.
Leslie, did you hook up with Doug or did he just crawl into your bed?
No.
Okay.
He just crawled into my bed like a creeper.
What? Oh, my God.
Did you try to get him out of your bed, Leslie?
I didn't even notice until I woke up, and then I freaked out.
Oh my God, that'd be so scary.
Doug, Doug, are you going to admit that this happened or are you still standing by your...
Wait, he's denying it?
There's just no way it happened, man. I know. I'm not a creeper, bro.
You can't make this up. I'm sorry that you have the brain capacity of a peanut, but this is what happened.
Whatever, Leslie. You're full of it.
You're full of it. Are you kidding me?
Doug, why would you think that they'd lie about this?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they're just crazy chicks.
Shauna, are you a crazy chick?
Oh, yeah, clearly I'm a crazy chick for ever thinking this guy was mildly attractive.
Shut up. What
man.
were you thinking when he asked you, when he made a bet with you, you flashed the bartender, and then you ended up taking him home?
I mean, okay, I admit I have a little to drink myself, but I don't sleep with guys on the first date. I, thought, he was drunk. He'd already paid for my cab.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'll let him crash on the couch. Thought I was being a nice person.
Totally.
All right.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, it sounds to me, Doug, like maybe you just had a really vivid dream while you were in Leslie's bed. Right?
Dude, look, everybody was drunk. That's what we all admit to, okay? So I know I slept with somebody that night.
It may have been them. It may have been the cabbie on the way home. Who knows? Shauna, at this point, I would like to offer you a second date with Doug. We will pay for it. Would you like to go out with Doug again?
Thanks, but no thanks.
No.
Come on, he's a good guy.
Leslie, would you be interested in a first date with Doug?
Not even a little bit.
No? Damn it. I want somebody to go out with Doug.
Why don't you go out with Doug,
You
Jubal?
go out with him, yeah, seriously.
No, I don't want to go out with Doug either. You kidding me? Yeah. Doug's creepy. Doug, you found out what the reason is. Apparently, nothing happened that night, and you were just a creep in their place.
Dude, I don't believe it.
Still don't believe it, huh?
No, those chicks are full of it. And you know what? Good for them. I'm glad I didn't sleep with her.
What?
Yeah, all right. That's like being in an interview being like, I didn't want that job anyway.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hi, this is Lauren.
Hey, Lauren, how are you?
I'm good.
Nice.
Hi, who is it?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning on Moving 92.5. You familiar with our radio show at all?
I honestly don't listen to a whole lot of radio. I'm sorry.
Oh,
maybe
come
you
on, Lauren.
Try to live your life a little better. It's nice to meet you, though, Lauren. The second date update is basically this. You went on a date with somebody, they liked you a lot, and now you're not calling them back to go on a second date.
Oh, okay.
You recently went out with a guy named Brian.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, Lauren, this is going to be good. I can't wait to hear this one.
You perked up.
Yeah.
So obviously you remember your date with Brian.
Yeah, that was one of those dates that it's just a good story afterward.
It's a good story. What?
Oh, my gosh. You've been telling your girlfriends all about this, haven't you?
Yeah. Do you ever do any online dating? You know how you have, like, some of them are winners, some of them are losers, and some of them are just stories that, you know, you wouldn't do it again, but you're glad you did it the once?
Yeah.
Which one is he then? He's
the story.
Okay,
Yeah,
he's
he's
the story.
the story.
Okay. What's the story then? Why don't you want to go out?
Did he tell you how the date went?
He said that you went on the date. He wasn't feeling very well. He didn't tell you that, but he was sick. So he thinks that you might be turned off by the fact that he was like sweaty and kind of weird.
Did you know he was sick, Lauren?
He kept saying he wasn't, but he's already acting kind of weird. So I kind of picked up, I think he's sick. So I honestly went to the bathroom to go wash my hands.
Yeah, that was smart. That's a good move on your part.
But in the bathroom, a waitress came in, and she said, "Are you with that guy?" And I said, "Oh, yeah, first date, you know, whatever." She said, "I'm going to tell you something. He used to date one of my good friends, and she now has a restraining order against him."
What? Are you serious?
Wait,
What?
wait, what?
He was acting weird.
Hold on, wait, what?
He had a restraining order against somebody else that he went out with.
No, Lauren, the person that's asking you what is actually Brian. He's on the phone with us. Should have mentioned that. Sorry, slipped my mind.
Holy bomb.
Yeah.
Lauren, who told you that?
The waitress in the Mexican place.
Was her name Jackie by chance?
Oh, no.
I don't know if that was her name. I didn't ask her name.
Okay, hold on. That's not true, Lauren. I used to date this girl. Jackie knew her. Jackie and I used to be friends. It did not end well, but there's no restraining order.
She said that her girlfriend, like, you guys went out, had some good times, but then you got really creepy and you started stalking her.
No way!
She said you showed up at her work after she had asked you to leave her alone. Like, to me, that's restraining order worthy.
What do you... Okay, hold on. Obviously, she's trying to side with her friend. I can understand that, but we had a pretty ugly relationship. Like, it ended...
In a restraining order.
Yeah.
It's never good when it ends like that. Brian?
Oh, come on. Everybody's kind of had that relationship where...
No. Brian, do you have a restraining order against you?
I do not have a restraining order against me. And, yeah, we had that conversation at her restaurant, at the same restaurant, but there's no restraining order that I know. Why would you take me to that
restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking that too.
It's a weird place to take somebody if you know that there's a possibility someone you dated
See,
used
that's
or
a good point. Why would I take you there, Lauren, if I knew that there was some sort of restraining order against me? I
Okay.
don't work there anymore.
I don't know who to believe right now.
Dude, I don't know. He doesn't make very good decisions, though, because why would you go out on a date when you had the flu?
Yeah, I guess.
Just saying, Brian.
If nothing else, I was sick for 3 days, like, after we met.
Oh, no.
Oh, you got sick too?
Yes, for 3 days. I had to miss work. I had no vacay time.
Lauren, can I ask, is there anything that Brian did right?
You know, honestly, it wasn't a great date anyway. Like,
Wow. And his personality sucks.
Yeah. Nothing good there.
Let me make it up to you, Lauren. I'm better now.
I've done a little online dating, and, like, the first thing you look for when you're finding somebody online is they're not a psycho. Like, that's the first thing you're looking for. And, like, on the first date,
That's a good rule.
I got a pretty good sign that things,
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
you didn't even come over to my apartment and meet my cat. If you met my cat, you would...
That's weird, Brian.
you are
You're not helping your case right there at all.
Brian.
You're saying that I'm weird. Why don't you come meet my cat first before you call me weird?
Dude.
Hey, Lauren, we would love to send you on a second date with Brian and his cat. I'll pay for it.
that is really sweet. I will have to pass.
Good girl. Good girl following those red flags.
Sorry, Brian.
Did you learn anything from this?
I didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing to learn.
Yeah,
So
it
nothing.
wasn't you. It was the cat.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Jessica, please?
this is she.
Hey, Jessica. I'm calling you because somebody emailed us about you.
Was it my friend Karen?
I don't think so. I haven't seen one
No.
from Karen. I'll check, though, later to see if she emailed. But no, this is from Sean.
Oh, my God.
You remember Sean?
You went out with Sean.
Yes.
Well, if you know the show, you probably heard a Second Date before, yeah?
I know my friend Karen does. She's like obsessed with you guys.
Okay.
So that's why I asked if it was her that emailed.
Oh, gotcha. Well, a second date is where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what happened. So Sean emailed us and told us about the night you guys hung out and is very confused why you ditched him in your own apartment and also why you won't call him back.
Wow, he told you that.
Yeah.
It was not great. I honestly wish that this had never even happened, and I can't believe I'm reliving this on a radio show right now.
It has to be worse than not great. I mean, to leave a stranger in your apartment.
Yeah.
Wait, so can you tell us what happened on your date?
Okay, so me and Sean went out, and I had a very weird feeling from the moment that we got together. Like, something was just off.
Is that why things were awkward at first? Because he told us about your date. He said things were obviously awkward between you two at the beginning of it.
Yeah, I just had a weird feeling, and I guess that, like, carried into how the date went.
So wait, like weird feeling like you felt like he was a serial killer? Because that's how, whenever I say weird feeling, I feel like someone is bad.
Not that I thought he was going to kill me, because I would have, like, left at the restaurant if that was the case. But when he said, hey, this isn't going well, I was relieved, you know? Like, I was relieved when he suggested that we leave. And I asked him to walk me home, and things got, you know, a little bit better. We were talking and enjoying ourselves a little bit and enjoying the conversation. And so, wait, what did he tell you?
He just said that you guys ended up going up to your place and then things were better. And then after you guys were done hanging out, then you left and didn't hear from you.
Yeah, well, there was a moment where we were sitting down and he dropped his phone. And when he reached for it, he said, oh, corn nuts.
Okay. This is after you guys have hooked up or before?
He told you that. Oh, God. This is after.
Okay.
Considering you know the details. This is after. So he drops the phone. He says, oh, corn nuts. And I realized that's something that one of my uncles used to say all the time.
So he reminds you of your uncle or something?
Oh, no.
Well, that uncle has a son named Sean.
Wait.
What?
Whoa.
So are you thinking that
What?
Sean is your cousin?
Yeah.
Shut up.
I'm still not 100% sure, but I hadn't seen him in a while if it was him. So I just panicked. I panicked and I left.
But you know what your cousin looks like, right?
I mean, I haven't seen him since we were children.
Oh.
People evolve.
And all Sean's kind of look the same.
That too.
So you think that he's your cousin and you went out with him?
That sounds so much worse when you say it.
Have you done any research into this? Like, I would be on the phone immediately with my parents, like, hey, where's cousin Sean at? What's the likelihood?
Please tell me he disappeared.
Yeah, it's living in another country. Give me some hope.
I honestly have just wanted to pretend that this never happened. And that's kind of been my approach.
I can understand that.
Because you think you slept with your cousin.
Stop. Please stop saying that.
Oh, my God.
It's mortifying.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that'd be embarrassing. Why don't we...
I'm going to be sick.
You know what a good idea is? To check with him and see if he actually is your cousin, because he's on the other line listening to this and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah. Well, maybe he's still there. I don't know. Sean, are you still there?
Jessica, oh my God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Did you hear all that?
Yeah,
Did you just hear all that?
I did. Are you Hank and Lily's daughter?
Yes.
Shut up.
So you guys are cousins?
For real?
Oh, corn nuts.
Don't say that.
Oh, my God.
How did you not recognize me?
It's
How did you not recognize me?
Your hair was so short before.
Hair grows. Sean.
When was the last time you guys saw... I mean, I know the last time you guys saw each other, but when was the... Before that, when was the last time you guys saw each other?
I don't know, like 15 years ago. Oh, my God.
Wow.
In the first date conversation, none of this came up. Like your family history, where you're from. Like those are things that you normally talk about. Like what your parents do.
I mean,
No.
maybe that's why it was so awkward, because we didn't think to use those conversation starters.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you know the whole time, Sean? Did you know that she was your cousin and you just hoped she wouldn't find out?
No.
Gross.
I'm just saying. Like, he's
Come
like, maybe
on.
that's why we didn't think to do those things.
Look, Jessica, I had no idea. You are very attractive and you're a great kisser. But
Don't like that. Don't stop. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, it's probably not the best. Complimenting her like that's probably not the best thing to do.
I'm just being honest, all right? It's good to compliment people.
No!
Yeah.
No!
Maybe
Why
not in
are
this
you
situation.
grossed out by this? You are not grossed out.
I'm not trying to be gross, all right? I don't know what to say right now. This is uncharted territory.
Good. I'm glad.
Say that you're going to act like this never happened so we can move on with our lives.
Oh, my gosh.
I have a very important question for you, Jessica. Have you talked to your parents?
Oh, no.
No! Why? Did you?
No, I told them that I had a weird date, but I didn't get into specifics.
Oh, they have
Okay.
no idea.
Yeah, you guys might want to keep it a secret forever.
Yeah.
Unless, Jessica, you want to go on a second date with Sean, we'll pay for it.
What? I don't, is that legal?
What?
God.
I don't
Yeah.
think we're allowed to.
No?
No, I said no. Obviously, I never want to see him again.
Just for the record, Jessica, I feel horrible about this, and, you know, if you want to meet up over coffee or something and talk about it, I'm
No, I
down.
don't want to meet up
If
over.
you need
No,
time.
I don't ever want to see you again.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. Well, Sean, I'm
So.
sorry. I'm sorry both of you had to learn about that date.
Yeah.
But Sean, no second date.
Great. I lost a cousin, too. Thank you very much.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Juliana, please?
Yeah, this is she.
Hey, Juliana, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Who's this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning?
I'm sorry. What is this?
It's a radio show?
Is this a scam? Are you trying to sell me something? I'm going to hang up.
No, I'm not trying to sell you
That'd be
anything at all.
awesome if we were.
One of our listeners actually emailed us about you.
Okay.
His name is Sean, and he's a guy that you sort of went on a date with recently.
Oh.
That went down.
Right.
Whoa.
So you remember hanging out with Sean.
Yeah, I remember him.
It doesn't sound like you fondly remember him.
You could say that.
Oh.
Oh, okay. He has great memories of you.
Really?
Yeah, that's why he emailed us. Sean wants to know why you're not calling him back.
I think he's a sketchball. Is that a good enough reason?
What?
Really?
No.
I mean, we talked to him. I thought he was like dorky at worst, but a nice guy.
So he called you? What did he say?
Well, I don't want to tell you because you sound mad.
It wasn't anything bad.
I want to know. I want to know. What did he say?
Well, he said that he met you at some show and you guys were bonding over the great banjo player that they had. And then you went to then you went to a bar after.
Whoa.
And he spilled a drink on himself and asked if he could go back to your place to kind of clean his shirt up or something.
Which we all said had to be an excuse to just get over to your place, but he swore up and down it wasn't.
So I guess he didn't mention to you that he's a thief.
What?
Whoa. A
No.
Yeah, he's a kleptomaniac.
He didn't
What did he-
drop that.
Yeah, he didn't tell us that he likes to steal things.
Yeah, so the next morning, I was in my room. He was on the couch. I heard some rustling in the hallway, and it was like, I don't know, like 5 a.m. or something. And then I heard a door close. So I called out. I was like, Sean, hello? No answer. So I got up, walked out into the hallway. I looked around. I checked the couch. He wasn't there. He was gone. But I saw that the closet door in my hallway was open, where I keep my coats and stuff.
Okay.
And he had put his coat there.
Uh-huh.
So I went over to close it, and his coat was gone. That makes sense, I guess, if he was gone. But then all of my hangers were gone, too.
What? All of your...
Yeah, all of my empty hangers that were just hanging in my closet were gone.
What?
And they were there. They were there before he came. So, yeah, he's a thief.
Wait, you're accusing him of stealing coat hangers from your house?
I'm not assuming that happened. I know that happened. He did it.
You sound very angry about these hangers being taken.
Would you be angry if you invited someone back to your house after a really nice date and then found out that they stole things from you? Yeah, I think you'd be.
I guess, but I don't know why hangers just doesn't hit me that hard.
Me neither. It's so weird.
They're my things. I only just met. We hung out for like a couple hours. And I invited him back to my place. Like, why would you take my hangers?
Yeah, it's a really valid question.
It makes no sense. It's weird and sketchy and dumb.
Yeah, it is.
You didn't notice anything else missing from your house. It was just the hangers.
You keep saying my hangers like it's not a big deal, but he just took them. He didn't leave a note. He didn't say anything about it. He just took my hangers. That is weird, man.
Yeah, I guess it is weird. I don't know why you would take hangers. Don't you want to know why he would?
Hangers?
Don't you know why he would want to steal your hangers?
No, I don't care why he did it. I don't care how he tries to excuse himself. He's lucky I didn't call the police.
That would be a call.
Yeah, I'd love to see him get arrested for that.
Yeah.
Well, though, right?
I probably, you probably could get him arrested. I'm kind of wondering why he would steal your hangers. So I think we should ask him, Juliana, because he's on the phone listening right now and wants to talk to you.
What? This is a setup?
Well, I don't like that word. It's a dirty way to describe it, but yeah, kind of. Sean?
Hey, Juliana.
Wow. I didn't know you were on the phone, but since you are, what the hell were you thinking?
It's a great question.
Okay, this is a big misunderstanding.
Oh, yeah? What's the misunderstanding? You took my hangers and what? What's the misunderstanding?
Okay, yeah, I took some hangers. I'm sorry. Honestly,
Okay,
for
so
one
you
thing,
did take them. Oh my God, how was there a misunderstanding there?
That is so weird.
all right, Juliana, just calm down. Hear me out, okay? There's actually a really good reason why I took the hangers.
There is no good reason why you would take my hangers.
Yeah, I'm interested in hearing the reason, too. I think everybody is.
And how many hangers are we talking about right now? Like 3 or 12?
It was probably around 15 or so, but okay.
Yeah. It's a lot of hangers.
Dude.
Here's the thing. I just moved into a new apartment. My hangers are all in a box somewhere. I don't know where. Everything I own is in boxes except for all my clothes that are in a pile on my kitchen table. So I was thinking, all right, I was getting my coat out of the closet, and I'm thinking, oh my God, here's all these hangers. If I just grab a handful and take them with me, it'll make my life so much easier for the next few days. And then when I see her again, I'll bring them back because I'll have my life together a little bit more by that point. And I'll say, hey, you probably didn't even notice these were gone, but I borrowed some of your hangers. I hope that's cool. I was thinking you'd think it was charming and funny.
What? No, that is so weird. You thought that stealing my hangers would make me actually want to see you again? Or surprising me with the fact that you stole my things would be exciting and charming? That makes no sense.
Juliana, I didn't steal anything, okay? I just borrowed something. I was with every intention of giving it back. I'll bring them back today if you want, and it's 15 plastic coat hangers that I didn't think you'd notice were gone.
Borrowing is when you ask someone usually that you know, or you can't just meet someone and take their things and think it's okay and that you'll bring it back. What if I didn't see you again?
Well, we'd had such a good time, I thought you were probably going to want to hang out again. And,
Well, that's really annoying, too, that you would just assume that. And so take my things, and that's your reasoning. That is so stupid.
Okay, yeah, it was kind of inconsiderate. I probably should have said something about that on the note I left you. So I'm sorry. What do you want me to do?
Honestly, at this point, I don't even care. Just keep the hangers. Whatever.
Juliana, I mean, do you think your anchor's maybe a little bit out of control on this one?
No, you don't go on a first date with someone we just met that night. You don't. Is that going to win someone over by taking their things?
He just said.
What does that mean for future things? Is every time he comes over, if we hang out again, he's going to take something else?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Like all of a sudden your silverware's missing. Just a couple forks, though.
Yes.
I moved.
Yeah, not gonna lie, but that's indicative of kleptomaniac tendencies. What the hell? I don't want to be around someone like that.
Okay, I think we're getting carried away here.
Juliana, you think you're maybe blowing this a little bit out of proportion for 15 plastic coat hangers? I mean,
No, I'm not blowing anything out of proportion. They're my things.
Hey, Juliana, you're clearly fired up about this, and I think you two should get together and talk outside of this phone call. Would you like to go on a second date with?
So.
No, would you like to go on a second date with Sean? We'll pay for it.
I don't care how fast you say it. I'm not doing it.
What if I say it this fast? Would you go on a second date with him? What if it's that fast?
Come on, give him a chance. He's dumb with social graces, maybe, but he doesn't sound like a bad person.
Well, dumb with social graces is not that attractive. I don't know. This is weird.
Look, whether you want to hang out again or not, that's fine. But I'm going to tell you what. I'll come back to your place tonight. I'll bring back your hangers, and I'll bring you a new set of new hangers.
No, you don't.
Did you hear that, though? He said he'd bring a brand new set.
Oh, that's an upgrade. You're right, Jubal.
I swear to God, if you come over tonight with those hangers, I'm going to shove them inside you.
Okay.
That was aggressive.
You never know. That could be even more incentive for him to come over.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Angela, please?
This is Angela speaking.
Hi, Angela. This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. How are you?
I'm okay. What? Why are you calling me? Who is this?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
Not helping.
Yeah, it's a radio show.
Why are you calling me?
Well, because we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Somebody emailed you about me?
Yeah, it's somebody that you went out on a date with a little while ago.
What? What?
It's a segment that we do on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. A listener of ours named Johnny told us that he went out with you recently.
Oh, my God. No.
You obviously remember Johnny.
Johnny also told us that you haven't talked to him in like 3 weeks, so he's wondering what's up.
I was trying to do the fadeaway.
It didn't work.
Can you tell us why you were trying to fade away from Johnny?
Because it was the weirdest date I'd ever been on in my life.
It sounds really strange from what he described to us as well.
Oh, he told you? Oh, my God.
He did. He told us how he met up with you and surprised you with a hot wing eating competition that he was participating in.
Yeah. And I didn't know, until we met up at the restaurant that was our date.
Can I just ask you, what was the first thing that went through your head when he told you that he was going to participate in this contest?
Honestly, I was waiting for him to be like, just kidding. But he wasn't kidding.
No, he's a true competitor.
I had no idea that was like a thing, that people gathered to cheer people on as they eat.
But you can see, stepping back and having some hindsight, you can see where his mind was. He thought it would be a fun, informal date, an activity for you guys to do.
Yeah, but how are we supposed to get to know each other if he's eating hot wings?
Right. I'm not saying the execution was good. I'm just saying that the intention was good.
It was weird because people knew him.
People knew him?
They were like, oh yeah, Johnny, he's really good. And I was like, really good at what?
So he's known at the bar, or he's known at the hot wing eating competition?
At the hot wing eating competition. People were fans. Some people had fan t-shirts. It was strange. It was the weirdest thing.
Wait, t-shirts? Did you say t-shirt?
Yeah, they were homemade, but still.
What?
And it wasn't like his cousins or something.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he had a like page or something.
So are you not calling him back because the pressures of being a celebrity girlfriend would be really hard?
You know what? I was so weirded out by it. There wasn't the connection that I thought there would be. And I felt bad because after he was done with the contest, we were trying to sit down and just connect for the first time face to face. And he had sauce all over his face and all over his shirt, and he's snotty because the spices are making
And that didn't do it for you?
It was just disgusting. And then I was trying to not make it awkward, but it was already awkward. And he was like, oh, I'm getting so hot. And he took off his hat and he was bald, and I was scared. I was just shocked. I was scared, so I jumped back, and I know he saw me jump back. And I felt so bad. I felt like a bad person.
So you thought he had more hair, too?
Because he didn't look like that in the picture, because he does have hair on the sides. So I thought that it was going to continue, but it didn't.
And it's one of those things, just shave the sides, too. If you can't grow it on the top,
don't trick me. I would have been fine if it was just all bald, and he was, proud to be bald, but I felt like I was being tricked.
Okay. All right, so the whole date was a surprise to you. The hot wing eating competition, and then the fact that he was bald.
Right. The whole thing was a hidden bald head underneath a baseball cap. That's the whole date. That's a good metaphor for how the date was.
Well, I have another hidden bald head for you then, Angela.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, Johnny is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, I'm here, Angela. How are you?
I'm sorry, Johnny.
I had no idea that the JBGers upsetted you.
What?
The Johnny
I'm not
upset. My fan club, the Johnny B. Gooders. I didn't know they upsetted you. Was that a problem?
I'm sorry, stop. Do you have a fan club?
The JBG, yeah. The JBGers.
That's what their shirt said. Oh, my goodness. That was a real... Oh, my God.
Yeah. So, I was trying to be spontaneous. I wanted you to enjoy yourself. I don't see what the problem was.
You know what, Johnny? It's not a problem. It's just you would be more of an acquaintance than a boyfriend. I could not consider being a girlfriend. That's just not my thing. It's not personal.
So it's because of the hot wings? So you want to go on another date and don't do hot wings? We can go do something else.
I'm not a competitive eater.
We don't have to eat. The JBGers won't be there. So it just...
You sure, Johnny? You don't take them around with you everywhere you go? Because I would if I had a fan club like that.
No. Only at my hot wing. They support me there.
Johnny, how could you not have mentioned this when we were talking before? You made it sound like this was a fun, great idea.
It was.
No, this is a lifestyle for you, dude.
Yeah, it's my thing. This is what I do. I figured it would be good for her to, see what I do, see what kind of man she's getting involved with. Me and the JBGers.
JBG?
That right there is already too much.
So, Angela, you're trying to tell me there's nothing I can say to make you want to go out with me? What if I cut my hair completely bald? What can I say or do?
Literally, I'm just not into a guy with sauce all over his face all the time.
Are you sure, Angela? Because we would like to pay for a second date. Would you go out with Johnny one more time? We will pay for it.
Hey, Angela, before you answer that, you just know A real man is not afraid to cry in front of a woman. And you know I did that in front of you, girl.
What?
Me and the JBG.
You cried?
Me and the JBG.
When did you cry?
Dude, the wings were hotter than I thought. I told you that earlier. Come on.
So obviously it's going to bring tears. Angela, one more date with Johnny.
Oh, my gosh.
Johnny, if you are a very unique and special person and seem really sweet, you're just not the guy for me.
Oh, Johnny.
I'm sorry, man. No second date. It doesn't sound like she's going to go out with you.
Damn, man. Dude, I really tried, man. I can't believe somebody wouldn't want to go out with me because I'm really good at something.
And Johnny, how can you ever really be alone when you have your own fan club? None of us can say that. You have the JBGers.
Oh, hey, you know what? You're right, dude. I appreciate the love, man. Just for that, I'm going to bring you to the next contest, and we're going to do this together, bro. Come on, let's do this.
I'll cheer louder than any Johnny Be Gooder for you.
Let's do it.
All right. Give me a T-shirt, man. I'll see you there.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, is this Heather?
This is her.
Hey, Heather, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm well. Who are you again?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Okay. And what are you calling about?
Well, I'm calling you today because one of our listeners actually sent us an email wanting to get a hold of you.
Can you hold on for a second? I'm on the toilet.
Sure.
That is maybe the most honest response
Yeah.
you've ever gotten to that information.
Okay, then.
Sorry for the bad timing.
Done yet?
Yeah, hold on. Okay, I'm good. So what's going on?
Well, I just want to make sure everything's cool over there.
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
All right. One of our listeners sent us an email because you went on a date with them and now you won't call them back. So they thought maybe we could help figure out why.
Oh.
It's called the second date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off, they can email us to get you on the phone and see if we can figure out what happened. You know, since you won't talk to them.
Is his name Travis?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is Travis.
Yeah.
Travis just doesn't quit, does he?
Kind of a kooky guy who's always on. That's how he described himself, at least.
I mean, I didn't see it as that, but maybe he would describe himself that way.
How would you see him then?
Oh my goodness. He was just sort of obnoxious and pretentious and a little bit like controlling. I don't know. He's
Pretentious
pretty
and
terrible.
pretentious and controlling. I didn't get that from him.
Well, you weren't the one on the date with him like I was.
Yeah, not yet.
True.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I don't know. He sounded nice to me. We talked to him about your date, and he thought you guys had fun.
Oh my gosh, is he like delusional?
I mean, apparently he is, because honestly, when we asked him, like, well, why wouldn't she be calling you back? He was totally clueless.
Well, did he tell you about his precious car, his Tesla that he just got?
Oh,
No.
no, he's a Tesla guy.
He didn't tell you about it? Like, that's all he talked about the whole night.
Really? So is he just obsessed with his Tesla?
Yes, he wouldn't stop talking about it, showing me all the features and how cool it is. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, you got a new car. You know, you're excited about it. I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt at first because, you know, if I get a new car, I'd probably be happy about it too.
Yeah, and those are cool cars. Not a lot of people get to go in them.
Right. So it was nice to get to ride in one, I guess.
Yeah.
But then we get to the restaurant, and he's still just concerned about his car. Like, I was picking out things I wanted to order because he was asking me, well, what are you going to get? What do you think about getting? And at first I wanted the margarita pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, no, you'll get stuff all over your hands, and it could get in my car. Why don't you get something where you can use a fork?
Don't get finger food. You may ruin the Tesla.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how I'm going to get food from the restaurant into your car. It's not like we're eating in your car, but...
That would make me want to order the margarita pizza then. I'd be like, oh, really?
Right?
Well, I'm going to order it.
Yeah, I almost did, because then every suggestion I made after that, he kept, like, vetoing it. He didn't want me to get the lobster linguine because he was like, well, that's really greasy.
Is where you're going to grease up the seats in his Tesla because you get some sort of greasy food?
Well, not just that, but he thought that the smell of the lobster would somehow get into the leather seats of his car, and that his car would smell like lobster.
Does he think you're going to take a bath in lobster instead of just eating?
I don't know, I guess.
Oh, my God. And why is this guy even dating? It sounds like he's in love with his car, and no one will ever match it.
Right? He didn't even want garlic bread. Like, he sent the garlic bread back because it was too buttery.
Oh, man. So basically, this dude should not be doing anything because it could possibly maybe ruin his Tesla.
Yeah, it was really weird and really controlling too. I'm like, you can't just tell me what I can eat and what I can't eat. Like, I was really put off, and I was like, I just want the date to be over at this point.
Would the date have gone better if he let you order whatever you want and then called you an Uber so you didn't stink up his seats?
Oh, that would have been terrible too.
Look at you finding a solution to make everybody happy, Jubal.
All right, date's done. I'll meet you somewhere else. Just you got to get in an Uber. Can't drive my car anymore because you ordered the lobster.
All right, garlic breath.
It was literally the worst date ever.
Wow.
Ever? Wow.
Ever.
How is that possible?
Who's that?
Well, Heather, that's Travis. He's actually on the other line listening and apparently couldn't wait to talk to you.
Oh my God. He heard the whole thing?
Yeah, I heard everything.
Well, I guess now you know why I haven't called you back.
Heather, I'll have you know that the Tesla, it's the most technologically advanced car that's even being made. Like,
oh my God.
People wait for years to get their Tesla. Like they pre-order them.
Yeah, but
Like,
why?
Yeah, I get that, but like, why do you have to control what I eat? Because you're that concerned.
I mean, it's not just that I was controlling what you eat. I was controlling what I eat too. And like any of the food.
That doesn't make it better.
Greasy things, greasy chocolate, no coffee, nothing that can make some kind of stain does not get to go in my Tesla.
Oh my God, Travis.
So you don't bring the food into the car, but you could eat it in a restaurant.
You got to really wash up good, you know.
Travis, are you listening to what she's saying? I mean, at first you went from like the guy who can't stop bragging about his car, and then you went to the guy who's like weirdly controlling about his vehicle.
Honestly, you sound like someone that doesn't own a $120,000 car.
You're very right.
When you have a Toyota Corolla, you're not complaining about people eating it, but you know, when you have a beautiful Tesla like I do, it's a different story.
You're crazy. You made me wash my hands twice to make sure that I was clean enough to enter your car.
I mean, listen, I picked you up. I paid for everything. I tipped pretty generously, and I think, you know, using a couple wet naps before and after dinner, like, that's not a big ask.
So wait, you're saying that she owes you the hand washing because you paid for everything?
Did I mention my car cost $120,000?
What? No, I don't think you said that, Travis.
That's like a beach cottage.
Yeah. I guess. Well, yeah, I guess that would be like a beach cottage somewhere or a mansion in Detroit. I don't know. That's a lot of money, though. I agree, but
it's a lot of money. Yeah.
But I don't think you're going to have a lot of people that want to ride in your car if they can't do anything.
I mean, it's simple. You just, you know, you clean up. You don't make sure nothing smells. Make sure you didn't eat anything that smells.
Travis.
You wash your hands. I mean, it's a very expensive car.
Yeah, we got that, dude. Not only are you not going to want to have people ride it, you're not going to have anyone that wants to date you because that's all you talk about is how much money you paid for a damn car.
It's not a matter of money. It's a matter of respect.
Oh.
And if you respected me or this beautiful machine, you wouldn't bring your filthy hands in there. That's all.
Filthy hands? Travis, you made me eat a salad. Like with a fork, light dressing. There's no way I was getting anything filthy into your car. You're just being super paranoid and crazy.
Well, vinaigrette is pretty tough to get out. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Oh, my God.
Well,
Don't drop it. There's not one apology from Travis.
Heather, would you like to go out with Travis again on a second date?
No.
No?
Absolutely
Okay,
not.
Are you sure? Because we'll pay for it.
I'm positive. No, please, don't waste your money.
Sorry, Travis. No second date.
Yeah.
Listen, Heather, this is your loss. I liked you. I had them call you. I called the radio and had them get in touch with you because I really wanted to hear from you again. You know what? You blew it because you could have had a chance to ride my car anytime you want.
Whoa.
And the ship has sailed on that.
You know what? I think I'm going to be just fine. I'm going to be riding your Tesla. I think that's all cleared up. And thank you guys for actually having me on the radio so that he knows now why I'm not going to call him back and he could stop trying.
Okay, well, stay strong. Don't have any regrets.
Hey, maybe I'll see you at the bus stop, loser.